I don't know how to work this shit, so
We are here.
it's a chill thing.
Oh my, ain't no music.
You're gonna get fired, Darius. Chill gonna
Oh
fire
wait,
you, boy.
wait, y'all didn't hear the music?
Yeah, I heard it.
Did you?
I heard
Yeah,
it.
I heard it.
I don't know why I couldn't hear it. I didn't hear it. I'm
And
over
I
here
heard you
cracking up
talking
like,
too.
Yeah, no, I heard it. All right, what's up and what's going on, everybody? Appreciate everybody waiting and hanging out.
Pantheonas.
We've got a guest tonight. We've got Miss Tina with She Dreads Me in the building.
Hey, y'all.
In the queue for Chill. Chill is out tonight.
No, Lawrence Chill was not replaced. I'm just a substitute teacher. They just call me when they need a substitute. Marcus do me like that sometimes too, child.
Don't let her fool y'all. She said she was gonna beat my ass on the stream, so don't let her fool y'all. That's how she came into the green room. She said, first off, run your pockets. It's over with. So,
Yeah, Marcus, I haven't seen you in a minute. How have you been?
been all right, man. Been doing okay. Been doing all right. Good to be here on another Thursday.
Another Thursday. Tina, how have you been?
I've been good, chilling, excited to be here with you guys to gossip about all this juiciness that's going on. I've had a great week.
That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, that has been it's been a long week for me personally, but as far as news goes, we've got some stuff. I don't know why everybody keeps recycling that Jonathan Majors deal that you shared. Now it's making its big round, I guess. But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about AI and all these AI videos going around of these celebrities and Robin Williams' daughter and Martin Luther King's daughter chiming in.
Martin Luther King cutting promos.
We'll talk about Ayesha Curry. I don't know if she's happy or if she'd rather be in the streets. I really don't know.
Why y'all want to see me rage? That's why. That's why
I said we're gonna be into it. I'm gonna be Team Ayesha for tonight.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Hey, I swear to God, Tina will find the most lowly character in the story and be like, "That's my dog. That's my dog." Everybody hate her. They throwing rocks. Boo! Boo! This man. Here go Tina right next to him. Don't you hurt my baby.
I got you, Ayesha. I'm holding it down. I got you.
Lord have mercy.
Definitely got to talk about that. And then we're going to talk about, I think the other thing, the Michael biopic, and it's been cut down from 2 parts to now 1 film, 45 minutes completely cut, and we'll get into all that stuff. And when to expect that trailer too. We'll have some other little things that we'll talk about, kind of off the top stuff, not, big topics. We'll talk about, kind of get into, did we talk last week about Diddy in the trial?
I don't think y'all did.
I don't think we did. We'll talk about just the sentence and stuff. We'll talk about Drake and the lawsuit that got dropped. I think I had a little bit more. Hold on, let me see. Make sure. I also wanted to check out Buckmeister. He had tagged me earlier on the 7th, actually, in his animated Black Panther versus Super Scroll deal that he did on YouTube, so we'll check that out, give him a shout out on that, and then we'll watch the Knights of the Seven Kingdoms trailer, get into that. Tina can fill us in. I know she's gonna do a video, but she can fill us in a little bit on the lore backstory there. So let's start. We can start with that trailer. Let me make sure, let me put my chill hat on and make sure I know how the hell to work this stuff. And I don't think, hold on, is this, see, this is where we get in trouble. Let me, I'm gonna put my Darius hat back on because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm gonna back out and I have to come back in through Google, through Chrome, in order for me to play video. So I'll be right back. Y'all talk to Tina and Marcus.
Yeah, we can talk.
Sure, we'll hold it down. Bust down Pantheonas. So I saw the trailer already.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was dope. Did you get a comedy feel from this? Like they about to have a comedy show? No, I got a comedy feel from it.
John Campia said that too. He said that not John Campia. John Roca. John Roca
Roca?
said that.
It
He
felt
got
jokey. Like it felt like they was about to have a lighthearted feel.
I can see that. I can see that. I think it's definitely going to be lighter, but I don't think it's a comedy for sure. It's definitely not that. I can. I mean, you're dealing with a kid, so I guess you got to be a little light.
So maybe not like, obviously not no PBS, but like maybe like a kindergarten cop situation.
Nah.
Nah, you
I
don't
think
think
it's gonna
so?
start off that way. I think by the time we get to the end, yeah.
Okay.
I think we'll see a tonal switch probably by episode 4 for sure.
Also, I have another. It's like a thorn in the side for me for this whole concept of telling a story in the middle of the original series, in the series that you're still ongoing
Mhm.
story for. How are we going to avoid not talking about what happened, the big ass family battle
Yeah.
that happened a century ago in this series, and not get any spoilers what we'll eventually see in season
Yeah.
3 of House of Dragon? What do you think?
I think they're gonna tap dance on it. I don't think it's just gonna be a major thing. I think they'll probably say 2 lines on it and we'll move on. I think people like us that are interested in the lore, of course, we're gonna be spoiled because we're gonna go look everything up, see who's kin to who, see. But I think the general public, there's not gonna be enough spoilers in there just on the face value of the show.
For sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You better be skilled, man. Because I feel like either you ignore it altogether, and that would show. It would show if they just never talk about it ever.
Right.
But either that way, or you better be very elegant about who's talking, how much information is given up, and then you can kind of play with it, right? Knowing that we about to get to season 3
Yep.
of House of the Dragon, you
Yeah.
can throw some little Easter eggs in there if you're good enough, if
Yeah.
that's the kind of thing they're thinking about.
I don't think they are. I think they want to keep it focused on Dunk as much as possible. But it's kind of like if you we're going to talk about Michael eventually. It's kind of like when you're telling the Michael story. I mean, there's going to be some stuff that you can skip over and you don't have to address, but it's
Yeah.
like we know it's there. So, this Michael movie may be 2 hours. They can't tell everything. Even if you're going up to the first 25 years of his life, there's going to be some stuff that's skipped. So, I think if you want to look for spoilers, you will find them. But I don't think it's just going to be evident watching this show. But if you want to dig for them, yeah, it's going to be there.
It's gonna be like that.
Yeah.
Let me see something, man. Lauren said my camera looking a little fuzzy. Hold on. Uh-oh.
Yeah, just in case Chilla is watching. Yeah, I figured it out, nigga, because I know you. He's probably over there like,
She'll say, "You need me here, buddy."
Yeah, that's my guy.
I love Chill. I
Me
love
too.
old Chilly Chill. Chill. I love you. You do be a little off sometimes, but you my Canadian brother. I love you. Well, my Canadian nephew. I'll say that. I think we got to age.
We're gonna have to confirm some ancestry before he can be a Negro.
Don't do Chill like that.
That's my dog, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's my guy. That is my guy. All right.
Now your mic does sound like maybe it's coming from the camera. It doesn't sound like it's coming from the mic.
Oh, I'm doing stuff. I'm doing a lot of stuff over here right now. I'll be
No,
back in a
no,
moment.
Darius is not yours.
Oh,
okay.
mine. Let me fix mine. Yeah, Chrome hates me. That's why I don't use it. Shit does not get better. I still sounding like I'm coming.
No, you sound better now.
Okay, yeah, Chrome hates me. I don't know why. If my camera randomly pauses or stops, it's because Chrome hates me. I use Firefox. I downloaded Chrome because Chill told me to download Chrome. I
Yeah.
think Chill hates me. So, okay, we ready for this, Marcus?
Yeah. Do you think?
All right, y'all let me know if y'all can hear it.
I was squire to Sir Ireland of Pennytree since I was a boy. He charged me to be a good knight, to defend the weak and the innocent, and I swore that I would.
Are you Baelor Targaryen?
No.
Then would you move the fuck out of the way?
Sorry.
What's your name?
Sir Duncan the Tall.
Never heard of him.
Do you know every knight in the Seven Kingdoms, then?
The good ones. If you could bring me to Ashford, I could swipe you, sir.
Rob me, and I'll hunt you down with dogs.
You don't have dogs!
I'll get some.
Where?
Boy, stop gaping. She's my horse.
I'm not a stable boy, my lord.
Not clever enough.
I know I'm just a hedge knight, but sometimes I think there could be more.
Why do you treat these royal lapdogs like they're your betters?
They are my betters.
These men have a name. I'm training. What chance do I have?
I have no chance.
Falling star brings luck to those who see it.
So the luck is ours alone? I need to fight honorably. But sometimes I think I buried my courage alongside the old man.
The hell is
In
crazy.
every man, there are many men. So be brave. Be just.
Get up!
Be tall.
See, like even in that little bit, if you're really paying attention to what's going on in Game of Thrones right now, that little bit showed you kind of how this thing, and that'll be the last thing I say about it. But they kind of show you where this is going if you're really paying attention.
Yeah.
But again, maybe the general audience is not paying attention that closely.
So Darius, when you left, Marcus was kind of stating that he feels like putting this show out since it's in the middle of House of the Dragon, that he's concerned that spoilers may arise. And I told him it may if you go looking for it, but like somebody like my mama who watches she ain't putting it together. But people like us, we'll notice the spoilers for sure.
Yeah. They probably will have some for from House of Dragon. I mean, after the period of, there are no more dragons. They were the size of house cats. I think the last one was at this time. This is what, 100-something years after or before?
Yeah, about 100 years after House of the Dragon, and I think 100. It's right in the middle.
It's right in the middle.
100
It's
both
100
ways.
years before the original story and 100 years after House of Dragon.
Yeah, because Aegon Egg there becomes king, and it's Daenerys's great grandfather. Great grandfather. So he's the Mad King's father. So it's close. There probably will be some, like you said, if they mention some things from House of Dragon that how all the Targaryens lost their dragons and things like that. I'm ready for this show though. They mentioned Sir Dunk the Tall in Game of Thrones, and I like the story. And I'm excited to see more of the Targaryens. Out of all of them, I know that's. I think we debated that one time. Who was the main family of Game of Thrones, and I said the Targaryens.
Cool.
I said the Targaryens. See,
Yes,
I think
it's
that's
the
what we got.
Targaryens.
It's the Targaryens.
When you say main family, you mean just like the lens that the story is told through, or you mean like the protagonist family? Because I feel like that's different. It's told through the lens of Targaryen rule, but the protagonist of Game of Thrones is always one family, y'all. Come on, man. It's
if you want to consider the Starks protagonists,
for sure.
But it's still a Targaryen story to me.
It's a Targaryen setting.
It's like see, this is why y'all need me on the show, because I'm gonna argue with Marcus. Chill and Darius y'all argue, me and Marcus argue. It's just like watching Infinity War and saying Tony Stark is the protagonist, but this is Thanos' story. It's Thanos' story. That's a Targaryen story through and through. And I even commented when y'all talked about it. I'm gonna tell you when y'all commented, when y'all was talking about it, I commented. I said Robert Baratheon is a freaking Targaryen. That is
He
how
is.
deep they are embedded into this story.
Not
Targaryens.
only even that. Something I learned from this story is that not all the Targaryens. I think it's one of Egg's older brothers had brown hair, and that's why he shaved it or something. So
Mhm.
kind of shining a lens on why Jon's hair is brown, because they don't always take after their Targaryen side. Sometimes they'll take after, like Jon did. He took after his Stark side.
You said something interesting. I wonder if Aemon Targaryen is going to show up in this show.
He should, yeah, he should, because
Because remember the story he's telling to
studying, yeah.
Sam. Yeah.
Mhm.
Aemon should show up in this, or Maester Aemon.
Yeah. So he's
Yeah.
studying to be
I
Maester
can't.
at this time.
Yeah, is Aemon older or younger than Egg?
He's
He's
younger.
older. I thought he
No,
was
he's
older.
Younger. Egg was the older brother, and
Yeah, I
when he
think Egg is the
died,
oldest.
Is Egg
Aemon was
the older?
supposed to be the heir, and that's why
I think so.
he ran off and
Wait,
went to the
is
wall.
he?
Let's look.
I thought that Aemon
When he was
said
telling
he
that
didn't
story,
wanna
he
be
was telling
king.
it as he used to be running after his older brother Egg. Egg. If I'm remembering the episode correctly.
I do remember that. Yeah, no, like I said, I'm ready for the show. Ready to see more of the Targaryens. I know there's no dragons and no magic and all that stuff in this, but I think it's gonna be fine. I don't think, I watched a couple reactions. People aren't too high on the trailer. From the reactions I watched, at least, people were just like, people were talking about the comedic side of it, saying how House of Dragon and Game of Thrones is way more serious than what that trailer presented in its seriousness and things like that. But just from what I do know of the story, I didn't see the humor that was displayed in this trailer as a problem.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna work for everybody, because once you condition an audience to seeing a story a certain way, and with this being like a departure, it may not work. I want to see the story. I'm interested in it. Now, what one of the creators did say is, "Oh, this is told through the lens of Dunk. We didn't want to focus on the Targaryens. Why not?"
Yeah, I don't
That
know.
that kind of turned me off a little bit, because I'm like, why would you
Mm-hmm.
not focus on the Targaryen? It's a Target. All of these stories are Targaryen stories. I understand this is Dunk's story, but Targaryens play a major role, especially in first season. So,
Yep. I mean, they play a major role even when he becomes a knight of in the part of the Kingsguard. I mean, he is Egg's. He's the lead of Egg's Kingsguard.
All right, now. We getting, you gonna tell people well, they may not do it this way though, because they don't always follow the story. They may not do it,
and
the
it may
way
not
that
even get that far. I don't know.
They might not get that far.
I don't know if they're gonna get that far.
I hope they get that far, because toward when Egg becomes king, he has that obsession with dragons and trying to. So I would like to see them get that far.
Yeah.
I'm just obsessed with the Targaryens. I like the Targaryens a lot.
I do too.
Anything Targaryen, I'm all for.
I'm excited.
But what is some of the lore that can be shared? Like I said, I know you're doing a video on it. What is some of the lore that can be shared on this?
I mean, without spoiling too much, I mean, you've kind of went through everything in this video, and I think you guys talked about it on a previous video. I mean, he's the great grandson to Daenerys. I mean, to Rhaenyra and Daemon. So he's the great grandson, and then he's the great grandfather to Khaleesi. It's so much I don't want to say, because I don't want to spoil it. But I mean, I think if people can get through episode 1 and 2 and just hang on to episode 4, I think it's gonna be good.
Right.
And the kid, I watched a piece of Comic-Con today. The kid is smart. I mean, he's like 11 years old now, smart as a whip. I'm like, dang, this kid is he's on it. So I'm excited for this show.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I really am excited for it.
I am ready.
It's gonna be a slow burn. It's only 30 minutes, but I think it's short enough to catch people's attention and not long enough to like bore people out. Because we're in a microwave society now. You know, people don't. If it ain't no action, people tune out. But I'm excited.
Yeah,
for it.
I've seen a lot of people saying that, like no dragons, no this and that. But if they really truly, and they're talking about it, doing the Aegon the Conqueror series, you'll get all the dragons and magic and that.
Yeah.
So
I have said in videos, I think they should make that a movie.
I think they should too.
That should be, because when you make it a movie, you're setting the stage that this is the start. And when people walk out of the movie, they're like, "Oh, now I need to watch House of the
Right.
Dragon. Now I need to
Right.
watch Game of Thrones." I would not make that a series at all. Put
It's too
put
big
the
to be a
money up
series.
and make it a movie, and people gonna watch it. They gonna
Yep.
watch it.
It's too big to
Crazy.
make it to make it a series. And if you did it in a movie form, I mean that story is very long, but you could do some time skips, especially with the Dorn stuff. So yeah, I agree. Should be a movie. Should be a
Put
movie.
the money up, 200 million. Let's go, or even 150. You probably can do it on 150.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They're crazy.
Let's see what else. I did see Johnny said that no, Aemon was older. I thought Aemon was older too. I thought he said that they offered him the crown. He said no. Then it went to. That's why he went to the wall, studied to be Maester. Then it went to
Study to
Egg.
be the Maester. Okay, that makes sense. So if Egg is around 10, Maester Aemon, we probably won't see him then. He's probably gone studying.
Yeah, I think so I did watch a video, a breakdown video. I think the person that did that video said he's studying to be a Maester at this time.
Yeah.
So we may not see him.
Yeah.
We may not see him. Okay, let's see. What else do we have next on our list? Let's see. Let's do the AI. Or actually,
crazy.
Actually, before we do the AI, we can talk Drake, because that's a smaller one. Drake and the lawsuit deal that Drake's got dismissed by his own people.
By his own people. Crazy. Why, Drake? Why?
Did you want me to okay, I was about to say, Mark, did you want me to add you to
Yeah, no, I got you. My bad.
Yeah, no. So Drake's lawsuit against UMG over Kendrick Lamar's "Not Like Us" has been dismissed. The court concludes that allegedly defamatory statements in the "Not Like Us" are non-actionable opinion. To the motion to dismiss is granted. So Drake
thought
that
he was gonna wrestle hip hop to the ground in court. What's wrong with him? What is wrong with us? Somebody come get their mans.
This is just bad. It's bad.
Where has Drake been since? Because I'm being very serious. I think the last thing I saw from Drake, he was back in bed with the girl Bobby. So I haven't seen Drake since the newest bed interview with Bobby.
He canceled like the last 3 or 4 dates of his tour and said he was going back. I don't know if he ever went back to them people in Australia. And
no, hell no.
That's
New
right.
Zealand, none of them.
Australia.
Nope.
Oh,
that's
right.
Cancel tour dates. Oh, we.
I'm disgusted. I don't get it. I don't understand.
So were the Australia videos fabricated? Was there no one there? Because from his team, they were making it seem as if they were sold out. It was packed. Was it NBA YoungBoy packed, or was it?
No, hell no, it wasn't NBA YoungBoy.
Oh, okay.
Packed.
So then...
well, I don't think it was a thing of the shows that actually went on weren't packed. I'm sure the shows that actually got put on, they were able to fill the place. The problem is that they couldn't book enough shows. They weren't selling enough tickets on them extra dates. You know how Kendrick went to Toronto for 2 nights, right? Like we couldn't come and spend back an extra day in New Zealand because they saw what they wanted to see and they were good and it was good. It's just not. It's not hitting the same way for the boy. Meanwhile, his op got him going crazy in Argentina. Going crazy in Argentina. This has got to be the worst time of this man's life. It just got to be. There's no other option. There isn't a win in sight, and I don't even think at this point the music is going to save him. I think he has to wallow in the bed that he created.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. Like I knew a part of me was when he filed this lawsuit, I'm like, Drake, you're not gonna win this, bro, because you essentially started it and antagonized it, and then you said, "Oh, I fed him some of the information." Come on, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Lying. Why you lying? And then you never really wanted to really actually take this to trial. Like that's the craziest part about it. Like I have the sneaky suspicion that whole time his legal counsel got to be talking to him like, listen, we're gonna put up this fight as long as we can. But you discovery works both ways. And if we're gonna sit up here and talk about salacious or fallacious allegations, you're forcing them to put veracity to the claims. So like, do you really for real? You want to do that for real? You know, he done already settled the case. That just quietly went by over the years. Already settled on the case. You want people to start unpacking what that looked like, because most people don't even know that happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just was bad all around for Buddy, man. R.I.P. to the boy, man. I don't think it's ever coming back.
I disagree. I think he'll still have a career. I think it won't be, because think about it. We have seen a lot of these male artists do worse and come back. He'll be all right. He'll be all right. Diddy'll be all right. They'll be able to come back. They'll be fine.
We've also seen other rappers lose beefs like this, and they just wasn't able to bounce back. All I'm saying is your man's may be down for the count, and we may see him selling discount pizzas in a couple years. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Golly.
It might be. He might be doing New Ho King promos in a year. It you never know. You know, when you got gambling problems and
Oh yeah.
you know, you spend money a certain way. I think Steak got him by the collar. I don't think he really wants to be doing the Steak stuff. I think they got him by the neck.
Oh yeah.
Because he spends and he loses, and then he got to find a way to recoup when he's not in album mode. So it's like, I guess I'll go be a spokesman for degeneracy. Yeah. if you pay on my gamble debts.
I feel bad. I feel bad because it's like we didn't even have to go here. We didn't have to be here. We probably would have been over it. We would have forgot about it. Like, we forget and move on things so quickly. Just bringing this whole lawsuit just drug it out longer. You should have just took the L and moved on, sir. It's okay. That's the culture part. That's the culture part.
That's the part that's missing.
Y'all know when y'all was growing up and you go outside, you get beat up, you run home, tell your mama say, take your ass back outside and play and figure it out. He ran home to his mama say, call the lawyers, we finna sue.
Call the lawyers. Call them. Aubrey, we will have the law on him.
Get him on the phone. Because that's wrong. They should never say that about my baby. What?
Which one of them was it, Aubrey? Point them out right now. You show me so we can report it to the officers. Man, called the authorities on rap beef.
Disappointing. That's why I got my Tupac shirt on tonight. Pac would never. Pac would never.
That's why I say it's over. Because I think he's still making music like we never saw what we seen. And so now when he talking about handling his ops and shooting this gun and that gun and having no, it's done. It's over, bro. Like, that persona is gone. It's gone. We don't believe you. We don't believe you no more. So how do we do it? Well, what
Darius,
you were
I think you're on mute, Darius.
Go ahead, Darius.
Oh, I said, did we believe him before?
Well, no, I didn't. But I was a hater. So nobody really wanted to listen to me. You know what I'm saying? When I was like, hey, maybe he shouldn't be filling up 17-year-old girls on stage. Everybody like, shut up. Leave the boy alone. Because you don't get women like him. Non-pussy getting. Shut up. Right? I was like, all right, bet. Kendrick was writing it down. Like, okay, yep, bet. Young women. Gambling. Illegitimate children. He was just taking notes.
I mean, I never believed he was a thug, but you know, sometimes you have people who surround themselves with those type of peoples to handle that type of business. But I lost confidence when he let Puff Daddy slap him in Miami. No grown man should never let another grown man slap him. Don't let I'd rather you get punched in the face than slap. Don't slap no other grown man.
And we didn't. That's my main thing with Chris Rock. It's like you had all of that to say, you know, stand up. You calling them out, your brother popping out, I'll fight Will. Hey man, we gonna die on this stage. I swear to God, they gonna have to put a net around us like we animals. Okay, you not just about to get that off. It's not. Pusha T said it. You will die at the Oscars.
Yeah,
it's not happening.
Yeah, nah. But see, Tony Rock is still talking to interviewers and doing stand up. Like this motherfucker got slapped still. Now I get it, that's your brother, and I understand what he said at the very beginning. But Tony, damn,
Y'all should have
he
Jade him at the
can't do an
Oscars
interview
or get
without letting
over
it
it.
go.
Get over it. Jade him at the Oscars or get
Yeah,
over it.
yeah. Or set it up. If y'all ain't finna fight, let it go. Do
Get
not let another
over
grown
it.
man slap you. If a grown man punch you, I'll be all right. But slap, you don't know.
He put his hips into it, Tina. Like he wasn't even trying to. It was a baseball swing. You know what I'm saying? Then sat back down and said, "Keep my fucking wife's name out your fucking mouth."
And then you know what? Looking back on that, I still am on Will's side. But looking back on that, I'm like, after the interviews Jada did after, talking about, I don't know why he did that. We were estranged. I don't know what he was talking about. I'm like, that's why she's in top 3. What somebody say? Ayesha's up there with her now. They said she is diabolical. Diabolical.
Look, I'm Team Jada. I'm Team Ayesha. Leave him alone.
Team Jada.
Leave him alone.
Ew.
Jada ain't do nothing wrong.
All right, let's
Jada
go back to
did?
Drake. Let's go back to Drake.
Jada ain't do nothing wrong.
Let's go back to Drake. She did some shit, a
She's
lot of shit
innocent.
wrong. Go back to
innocent.
Drake. So
Jada ain't do nothing wrong. I should have worn my Jada shirt.
The Star Wars community wants
anyways,
her as Asajj Ventress.
what was I about to say about this man? What else can he do musically to get out of this funk? I feel like he didn't talk to the women. They were so on that. He's going to try talking to the man in Iceman whenever it comes out. When is the album? We doing all this rollout and you not dropping the album. When is the album coming, boy?
Oh, he has to drop an album. Did you see what they put in the lawsuit? Universal said, we're glad this is behind us. We're prepared to get back to work. Get back to work, boy. We're prepared to continue our ongoing relationship. In other words, get back to work, son.
Hey, getting a whooping and then being told to get back to work is something else. That's something else. That's got to be racist. That feels like slavery. That feels. I don't like that.
They said it more proper. We're happy to continue our ongoing working relationship to support Drake and his musical efforts like we always have. Get back to work, boy.
Whoa.
Get that album out.
Yeah, no, that's nuts. That's nuts.
Why would you ever think you could take down Universal Music? This is the same company that has Universal Studio. Like what?
He thinks he's Michael Jackson.
Oh no.
Thinks he's Michael Jackson.
He shouldn't.
He's been telling us for years he thinks he's bigger. And what's so funny about it is that obviously they pushed him like that, right? Like, yeah, Drake is a megastar, and so he had that at the behest of the machine. But then when he finally lost the head-to-head battle versus somebody he deemed as lesser, then it was time to blame the very machine that got you to the point that you were at. Like, it's like he never expected to have to stand on his own 2 feet at any point. Like, no, y'all got me here, so keep me here. Like, what are you talking about, man? See, you mentioned it. Culture. See, we all recognize we black. And every moment that we have in the sun, we are biding our time. Okay? We just waiting for another boogeyman to be around the corner. So make the most of your opportunity while you're there. Drake thinks it's Candyland. He think it's Candyland. He think that all of this shit's sweet and they love me like I'm the good one. See, y'all ain't got no Jewish mama. Okay? Y'all ain't like me. Okay, when my shit grow out, it get real curls. Okay, not nappy. So I'm the special one. They like me. Okay, I put the owner of the label in my verses. So yeah, we like this. Okay, K Pookie. K Ray, not Aubrey. That's how that went. And he got a reality check.
Yeah. We all have to get him sometimes. He got it now. Hey, get back to work, son. Diversify your portfolio and don't rely on music. That's why Jay, diversified himself. I ain't gonna be relying on one source of income because when you let somebody feed you, they can take it away. So get back to work and diversify your portfolio and don't rely on music. That's it. Because he can't walk away. I got to keep making music now. Dang.
What deals does he have? He didn't have no endorsement deals.
I mean, he does, but they're probably like short term. Hey, 2-year deal with Sprite.
Remember you had the
4-year
Nikes.
deal here.
You know, I get
Yeah.
the Drake shoes.
Mhm.
Right? Yeah.
Nah.
Real popular.
Nah, you get them. Yeah. But that one's Drake. Lawsuit didn't go through. That's 2 L's. I saw Lauren said Drake and Taylor Swift taking L's this year. Yep, both of them are.
Hey, Taylor Swift said, "Listen, I have hit my peak with the whole I'm ultra cute, so they're gonna let me say and do whatever I want to." And she said, "I'm on the right side for good now. I got my white husband. He's an NFL Hall of Famer. We about to go and have all of these Anglo-Saxon babies, and I'm proud of it. Damn it! And I'm putting it in my album." Ted Cruz,
definitely put it
sign
in
me
there.
up for a Senate seat. That's what she owned. That's what she owned. She on her Marjorie Taylor Greene shit now. And I don't know if everybody was ready for it, but that is Taylor Swift now.
Her fans weren't. Her fans definitely weren't. Those TikToks, they were upset. I've never been a Swiftie, so what they're hearing is what I've always heard. I've never been one to be like, yeah.
Y'all fill me in. What happened? Is she more so right leaning now, or saying she by her man? Like, what's happened?
Oh, she's there's songs where she's talking about this man's stuff.
It's called Wood. The song is called Wood.
Yeah. She's letting you know, hey, I'm married and I'm happy. And she said it on Jimmy Fallon, you know, he got asked, I don't know if it was by Jimmy, if she got asked about the album, but she did say that, hey, you're talking about 2 things. You're saying my name and you're saying my album's name, whether you like it or you don't. I don't know if, you know, that's how she really feels. But then she talked about the Super Bowl because Jimmy asked her about the Super Bowl. And she was like, yeah, you know, about her husband and all this stuff. Yeah.
So I think what people are upset about, she has some songs in there where she was talking about, you know, she's not a savage and she's not a bad bitch, but she wants to have his kids and you. And she wants to have all his white babies and fill up the block so it all looks like him. You know,
Damn.
White homogeny, you know, like that.
Put the Taylor album on tonight.
That's what type of time she on. And I mean, like Darius said, I didn't really have a high expectation of Taylor Swift. So like, it's not surprising. Like, again, you can only be the cute pixie white girl for so long. Like you gonna have to pick one of these sides of the fence.
I mean, to be real, I know some people don't like this, and some people say, you know, no, that's not true. She was always going to be something. If it wasn't for that night in 09, I don't really know that Taylor would have been who she really is.
For sure.
You know?
That helped a lot. That helped a lot.
Yeah.
Like, those tears are powerful, okay? People will put on a superhero cape for those tears, and they made it their mission to make sure that woman was going to be successful.
Oh yeah. So, yeah. So
Kanye,
she's happy. She's happy and married. So
listen, I'm gonna pray that they make it. You know, I hope they do. I done been around that man. That man is an interesting person. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I am gonna cross my fingers and hope that they make it. Because that
talking about Travis and
yes.
Man, come on, man. What's the next topic?
But I'm gonna pray. What's
the next topic?
Look, hey y'all, I believe in black love. I'm gonna pray. I don't want to see her get hurt, but that man is a piece of work. Travis Kelce is a piece of work.
Get hurt? You don't know who we talking about, bro. Look at the battlefield. Look at the battlefield. She is a war-hardened veteran.
That's why she's making songs called Wood that she's never made before, because see, Travis was with a sister before. He's probably showing her shit she has never seen.
But there he is, Pete, because that's what the whole I'm Not a Bad Bitch thing was about, because she's also talking about
Oh,
Kayla
I see.
Cole
I
in
see.
the
I
songs,
see.
right?
I
So
see.
like she's sending little subliminal shots, not
Like
just
trying
to
to
his
say,
ex,
like
but
I'm not a black
I'm not a
ghetto.
black girl, right?
Yeah,
Come and
I
get what you was always supposed to
see.
be
I see.
with.
I see.
Come
Oh,
back
I'm still
home.
curious. He's
Taylor's
probably
throwing
doing some
shots.
stuff
Mayonnaise
that she
sandwiches
ain't
and
never
apple
seen
pie.
before.
Oh yeah. That's the thing. That's why now, because she's never had a song talking about shit like that. That's why she's making songs to wood, because she is. If something was to happen, I wouldn't. That would be her crash out on TMZ. She would go crazy because she doesn't want. She's at this point. She's, what's the saying? Digmatized. I mean, you're making songs that you never made before called
He
wood.
is different. He's a different type of guy than she's been with. Travis is different. That man is a little different.
I don't know why I keep getting him
And it's
mixed
just
up
gonna
with.
be bad because they are.
Oh no, go ahead.
Oh,
You good?
I said I just predict it may be bad. I hope it's not, because I mean she gonna have his babies. She already talking about she's not gonna do the Super Bowl because she gotta watch him. What, girl?
Yeah, she said I have to make he. She's like, 'cause this is gladiators without the sword.
No, look,
Girl,
man.
she act like she finna be out there. You gonna be on stage for 10 minutes. It's okay.
No, she's a trad wife
crazy.
now. She is a trad wife. Trad wives don't work while their husbands are working. They sit back and cook and wait to get for them to
Hey,
get home.
well, I guess she took Kirk's advice, because he did tell her, submit to your husband, Taylor.
Dog, cook and ladder. Like, oh, bet. Give me the notes. What else? Got you. Bet.
That only lasts for so long, and this is how you end up with people like Ayesha Curry saying the things that she says. That lasts only so long before women is like, ugh, I don't really want to do this no more.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great segue. We can move into Miss Curry. Now, this is not the first time Miss Curry has spoken out in public on the Curry's relationship, the Curry's
Or
business.
the second, or the third.
Yes, or the second, or the third. I'm a big Wardell fan. He's touched this hand before. Yeah, I'm a big Steph fan. I really like he stays out. I like the fact that there's not shit Steph is in that short list of not shit you can really say about him. Negative. Unless it's a hating ass critique on him on the court or something like that. There's nothing that you can really say negative about him, especially his life outside of basketball. But when it comes to Ayesha, she puts the stains on it all. Like at one point she had people questioning, are they in an open relationship? And is Steph okay with that? She had people questioning that. She had people questioning, does she really want to be married? Because it sounds like she wants to be in the streets. Because she said, when we go out, I don't have people looking at me the way they look at Steph.
Motherfucker.
And now, just recently on the Call Me Daddy podcast, the Call Me Daddy podcast, which I was watching Breakfast Club, they said seems to be the podcast where all these women seem to be going to just release information and get things off their chest. I mean, Huda, if you watched Love Island, I did. Huda went on she went on there. She's something else too, but she's in that Ayesha category. I think you could probably put her up there too. But Ayesha said on the Call Me Daddy podcast that she never really, well, let me preference it. Well, we'll watch the video, but my preference is she was asked a question, where does she see her life? And she answered, this is not where she saw her life, but this is what she said. Get to that.
Marcus.
I don't have time for this nonsense. I really don't.
What?
Hold on, let me
You talk about not looking a gift horse in the mouth. She cutting the head off the horse.
I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl and that's it. And I had my eyes set on my goals, and I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life.
Did you talk to Steph about it?
He tries to resonate with me, But he just can't. And he also comes from a place of like, it's effing stupid. Like, it's not true. So why are you? And I'm like, but wait, like, listen to how it makes me feel. And he's like, but why does it make you feel like that? It's not real. After we got married, we found out we were pregnant with our daughters so quickly. I didn't even have time to think about what I wanted anymore. It's so interesting. I spent my entire life like trying to work towards something, and then it kind of just disappeared, and I didn't think twice about it. But after my daughter turned 1, I remember there being a shift and being like, I have goals for myself. Like, this doesn't feel right. I love being a mom, but I love doing other things too. And I need to get my shit together and figure out what that looks like for myself now.
If I have a career and I'm not home, like did you experience that?
I still experience that. I still experience that. I'm always in therapy talking about this. If you lose all of those things that were interesting about you, even for yourself, like even the things that made me feel confident and cool, then what are you doing?
No, what are you doing? She sounds miserable. She sounds like she hates her situation. Not, oh, I want things to be better and she wants out. She would run for the hills if them kids wasn't there. I don't even oh my God. Yeah, go ahead. You tell me why this
feel
makes sense.
that way? Like, why do you? Because we're only looking at a snippet, so we're not looking at the full context. And
I'm sure
I
don't know
think
people's
a
situation.
lot of women feel that way. Is it just because she's saying it?
No.
I guess my question is, then because Steph is who Steph is, you are in a position that most housewives, I guess if you want to call her that, or if that's what she's considering herself to be, because she's saying she doesn't have a career and things like that. You are in a position that most housewives are not in. You have the money, you
most
have
human
the time.
beings, not just housewives.
Well, most human beings are not in. So why don't you do the things you want to do instead of complaining about not doing these things? I understand that you are a mother and things like that, but at one point in time, she did have a cooking show, did she not? Did that just not pan out? Or I mean, so it's like you do have time to have these goals, not like these are newborns. Cannon is how old? 5?
And we gonna act like the Currys don't got no nannies, like it ain't nobody professionally in there taking care of them kids 24/7. Like, you have every opportunity in the world to do virtually anything you want to do outside of collecting unlimited attention from random men. That's it. That's the only thing you're not allowed to do. That's it. You just stay away from the random men and you're good. The world is yours and you have an unlimited bank account to get to it. But she sounds like she's trapped in a relationship that she don't want to be in. Now, I don't know if that's exactly how she feel. I can't tell her not to feel that way. I don't know these people like that. What I'm saying to you is that I could not take hearing, this is just a personal take. Maybe others feel the same. I could not hear my partner consistently go on public platforms and reiterate how much they didn't want this life with me. Now, in a personal in a personal context, like between us, maybe I can get to an understanding. Like, you had other goals, you had other plans, you put that on hold for me, and I respect you for that. Does that mean that I want to hear you belly aching about what you gave up to be with me every time that you want somebody? Does that mean I want to hear you say, no, I didn't want them kids? No, I didn't want that. Mom, who? Me? When the first one got about 1 year old, I was like, look, I need to do something else. I need something. Like, that's not giving God. I love this man. I love the life I have. I am so fortunate to have this life, which she is. It's giving like I was supposed to be the star.
But that's what she is thinking on, I feel like, at some point. Like, not maybe so much I wasn't supposed to be the star, but this was not supposed to be the idea that now I'll say the beginning of when she first started, the beginning of the video, I didn't see anything wrong with her saying, I never thought I was going to do this. I never thought I was going to do that, because a lot of us, I've never thought we were going to be in the positions we were, unless you really had a plan for life and it really hit like that. I don't see the part with that. It's just now the latter end of it, different. I feel like she is saying that one part that you just said there, where she's like, not so much that I'm supposed to be the star, but
she had her own hopes and dreams. I feel like y'all just want women to shut up and dribble.
Man, where in my critique did you hear that?
Yeah, that's what I feel like. Where did I hear? Listen, let me tell you. If Jada speaks, y'all mad. If she speaks,
that's
y'all
different.
mad.
Hold on.
We went through this with Jada. Hold on.
That's different.
Cam Newton sits on his podcast every other week and says, hold on, let me get my statement out. He says the wildest things about his relationship. Who cares? That's how I feel. Him and Jasmine have that understanding of this is who he is, this is what he does. I feel like Steph knows how Ayesha feels, and he allows her to continue saying these things. I don't think she said anything wrong, because I think most women feel that way. Most women, when they get married early, they have these kids, you wake up 5 years down the road, and this doesn't even have to be rich women. This could be poor women. You're just like, damn, what has happened? This is not what I thought was going to be. Like, what's wrong with her saying that? I don't think it's nothing wrong.
I don't think there's anything wrong with her saying that. But then when you take other parts of what that snippet we watched and couple it with other things she has said, like when she was on the talk and that guy came out, she started taking off her ring.
That was a little messy. That was a little messy now.
I'm just like,
and then also, I'm sorry, but I don't understand where in a marriage there's room for I want attention from men who are not my husband. Is there room for me to say that as a husband? Can I be damn, I really miss running the streets. Like when I was outside, dog, my phone never stopped running. I miss that attention. Does that sound the same way for you as she's saying? Like, does it sound as kosher? I don't think as me as a man, I'm allowed to miss female attention. I don't think Steph Curry is allowed to be like, damn, all my teammates smacking shit on the road. I wish. You know what I'm saying?
But I think we have heard men say, I did not plan to have kids.
And I'm not.
I did not plan.
I'm not.
So that's what I'm saying. We let them do it. Why can't she do it?
That's not what I'm talking about, though. The having babies.
I don't want to talk about the ring off thing and the I want male attention, because I do think that's kind of inappropriate. But it goes together. Real.
That's what she be talking about.
Real. If that's how she feel, that's how she feel. I ain't saying she right. I'm saying, what is wrong with her saying it if he don't have a problem with her saying it?
Well,
we're getting more upset than Steph is. Like, we were getting more upset than Will was. Like,
now Jada. Ooh.
No. Because Will was in the streets bad, and Jada stayed down, played her part. She dressed up. She did the photo shoots, knowing he was in the streets. And 20 years down the line, when she finally say, I'm not doing this no more, now she the bad guy.
See, you keep mixing Jada into this, and you really doing Ayesha Curry a disservice. Jada took her younger son's friend and started sleeping with him. So, like, we gotta put Jada in another box, because she.
But I'm talking about as far as like women speaking. That's what I'm comparing. When women speak about like the things they're going through, it's like, oh, you shouldn't say that. You supposed to be quiet.
I don't mind. Not that at all. When I'm talking about Jada speaking, I'm talking about, again, after the Oscars, instead of backing your man, you're like, well, I don't know why he did that. We weren't even. Like,
that's nuts. That's nuts. But also, like, kind of jujitsuing your husband into talking about your affair, the one that actually went public, the one that everybody in the nation knows about, making him sit down with you while you halfway apologize for.
He said he wanted to do it. Once again, we are taking up for people who wanted to be there. He said, Jada said, I was going to do it by myself, and Will say, no, I will be there.
And then we got in there, and she started it out saying, do you want to speak? We not here for me, Jada.
If he said, don't do it without me, I'm starting it that way too. Do you want to speak? Because this is about me and Alcina. You go.
Man, listen.
This is
the interview where
this is why y'all need me on the show, because y'all need a women's point of view. You talk.
Man.
You want to be here? You talk. Here.
Wait, this is the interview where he got teary-eyed, right? And they made all the memes.
Yes.
Yeah, that one was terrible. That was
it didn't seem like he really wanted to be there. Like
he
I'm
said
not.
it. He said he wanted to be there. You know why he wanted to be there?
He said a lot of shit.
You know why he wanted to be there? Because he had been in them streets for 20 years, and everybody knew about it. And August Alsina, which she should have never been with, I do not agree with it. I think she preyed on that young boy.
I thought the rumors were that they were somewhat like the Cruises, like they were Scientologists, an open relationship, and him
That's
and Jada.
my point. Why everybody mad if it's an open relationship?
Because you're the one who got it all blowing up in our face right now. If he had sex with 1,000 men, I would never know about it. I would never know about it. You the one brought a teenager in here and did all of that nonsense, and now he's losing his mind out here in public.
I do not.
You brought that on us. I didn't do that. So if it's open and we able to do what we want to do and it's cool, it's fine. One also, he doesn't go out and pull the veil back on their agreements. He doesn't tell the public about what they agreed upon. He doesn't go back into the closets and be like, yeah, for the last 8 years, for the past 10 years. Yeah, I really love smacking Margot Robbie. I think about that shit every night. He don't do that type of shit.
He can't. That's his brand. Of course he can't. She don't have to live by those rules. Because I've been living by those rules for 20 years. Right. And that's what I'm saying. She was over it because she said, we've been through. But I've been standing here beside this man because being a family man is important to his brand. And I'm tired of lying about it. We both been outside.
Because this is what I have a problem with, because that's an archetype, right? The fed up wife, the one that wants out, right? But the thing that I've always had conflicted with is that you still there sucking up the air. Yeah. Would the red table talk be a thing if she wasn't Jada Pinkett Smith and just Jada Pinkett? I don't know. Would that be? You still there sucking up the air. So you hate it. You hate the situation. Same thing with Ayesha Curry. You hate the situation. You didn't want it. I ain't want to be a mama. I ain't want to be a wife. I ain't want to be independent. But you there, and you had a cooking show because your NBA husband is so successful that he can shit one of those out without batting an eye. Okay, not because you're amazingly talented, not because you worked and raised the money and got the funding and got put on the air, because you're Ayesha Curry. So if you hate it so much, why are we still pulling? No, I'm not telling her to shut up and dribble. I'm telling her to do what she wants. If you don't like your situation, that means you want to go, right?
But I don't think she does not like her situation. She was asked a question. She was asked the question that, hey, is this how you thought your life was going? No, I did not think that my life was going to go this way.
She was like, and I still struggle. He doesn't connect with what I'm talking about and all this stuff. Like, she still feel that way. Like, it's an active thing.
Yes, and I bet if you talk to your wife, she probably like, no, I didn't think that I was going to be doing this shit.
But you know what she's not going to do? Come and do an hour-long podcast with you and open up all our dirty laundry.
That's you and your wife. That's why I told you on the other show. They obviously have an understanding where she could do it because
why do we know that? Why do we, being the independent person that she is, you think she's checking with Steph every time she go do a podcast? You think
no? But I think he knows his.
Am I allowed to do call me daddy?
No, but I think he knows his wife, and I think he knows. She gonna say, obviously.
What he gonna do? Beat her? Like, what is he gonna do?
What I'm saying is, when it comes to PR training, she like out of the pocket. And you know who else said that? Savannah James said the same thing. It just didn't pick up traction. All these women, a lot of these women.
Savannah James went quite as far as Ayesha Curry. It's not about you having aspirations of your own. It's okay. Your family now has this certain platform. You just talked about it. It's the brand. How many times do you think you're going to introduce this to the public and think that it's just going to be met with, okay, that's normal. Maybe the first time, first time. But if every time you get an opportunity to speak about your family and your outlook on your family, we get back into this thing about all the things that you didn't get. It sounds like longing and regret.
I think it's a snippet. It's an hour-long snippet.
But if this was the only time we had heard this, I could let it roll off my back. But it's a laugh reel of Ayesha Curry's, yeah, Steph lucky he got me. Like literally. We got
This
a
is what
sizzle
I'll
reel.
say. This is what I'll say. Everybody's relationship is different. Me and my wife, we've been together probably 13, 14 years. If somebody talks to her, she'll probably say, yeah, 13 years ago, I was following behind Tina. I woke up one day and said, damn, man, I've been following her and her career. I don't, you know what I'm saying? She's gonna say that. And I'm not gonna be mad because it's the truth. It's the truth. She had to wake up one day and say, damn, man, I've been following you, your career, going everywhere you want to go. And I woke up one day and said, damn, like I want something for myself. It's the truth. It happens.
I didn't have an issue with that part. I had the issue more with especially when she started talking about how, well, when she said, did you talk to Steph about it? Yeah, but he doesn't get it. He says, well, that's fucking stupid. And why? And I'm like, what? Yeah, I know, but why would you say that?
Now, yo, folks, the Tinas of the word, he's not listening to you, girl. See, he's not taking in what you're saying.
No, because I would agree with Steph. I would agree because I have been in that mindset, especially when you're working. When you're working and you get money and you feel like, okay, I got you the house, I got you the car, I got you this, you got all this. I would be looking like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Like right. You have, like, I've given you everything you wanted, when in reality, hey, she wants something for herself. Well, that's not something he can fulfill. She has to get that.
So here's what my question is. She's in a very unique position that 90% of mothers, more than 90% of mothers are not. That she has a buffer. Okay. She has assistance. So what is it that you want to do that you're not able to do with the nannies and the unlimited income?
I think she wants to be like a movie star type. Like I think that's the vibe I got from her.
Darius.
I thought she wants to be like
virtuous, and that's why I have so much of a problem with it. It ain't nothing that we should actually aspire to want. It's more high school shit. It's like she didn't get it all out in college. And it's like, well, I mean, is anybody going to pay attention to me?
Hey, this is what happened when y'all don't let people have their little whole face. She didn't get to have a whole face. That's all.
No, she didn't.
We didn't put a gun to her back and make her marry an NBA baller.
That's because, you know, in other clips in there, she, or not in that, maybe it was another interview. She said, you know, she didn't expect Steph was going to be, she thought he was going to be a high school coach, and she was going to be the one with the career and the fame. And
I said that on it's so crazy that they got a clip of her saying that, because I said that on the podcast. I was like, you think she knew who Dale Curry was? Like, no. Steph was hooping at Davidson. You think she watched the what was it, the 2012 Final Four? You think she watched Davidson?
But they did go to high school together. That's what she said. They went to high school together. They separated. He DM'd her, and you know, they kind of met up. They fell in love. She said, we got together one day, never separated. And before I woke up, I'm married with kids. And I'm like, what just happened?
Hey, man, I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much about it. I just know, even for me, right? You mentioned we go in there next room. I go talk to my wife. She probably got a whole bunch of stuff that she would unveil. Me as well. But what I'm not going to do is use my microphone, use my platform to throw my wife under the bus, even if I feel it deep in the pits of my soul. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. And I wouldn't do it either. But I like I said, I think I think she has that Kanye. I think she has that Kanye thing where she just got to say it. She just got to get it out.
And
she don't do media training at all. Yeah,
I don't think he's oblivious. He knows, because he replied to Killer Mike, and he
look, y'all, and I respect him for taking up for his wife. I would do the same. I get it. His opinion don't come out my mouth. Like I can have an opinion on the situation. Now she's public. She's not saying it. She's not writing it in her diary. She's saying it on public platforms for us all to consume. Therefore, reaction. That's the part of it you can't control.
Well, when Steph commented, it was to a TikTok video where that one dude was talking about it. He even commented to the TikToker. He said, you're the biggest clown of them all. So when he says you're the biggest clown of them all, that leads me to think, I don't know if him and Ayesha are, you know, sitting on the couch together watching TikToks of people, what people are saying about him, or if he's in the bathroom scrolling, you know. this
I'm
person said this,
glad
this
for
person
him,
said
and I
that.
hope it always lasts that way. I hope he always feels that way, because the opposite is not very good, and I don't wish anybody to be there. So I hope he's secure in it, and I hope
think
he's
good.
down.
I
Cool.
think we good. We never made it to the end of the interview of her saying she loves him. He's the sweetest guy she ever met. She loves her kids. We just have that snippet of, hey, I woke up one day and realized, what the hell has happened? I got these kids running around here. I ain't done nothing with my life. What?
So now that we have like the fourth viral moment, right, of her and her, are we good now? Like, we all understand Ayesha Curry had different aspirations for her life, and she wasn't really thinking about being a mom, and you know, she thought she was gonna be bigger than Steph Curry. So now we good. We're good now, right? We all get it. Everybody's heard it. We've heard it on multiple platforms. We understand it. We good now, right?
We should be. But
anything past now is a humiliation tactic.
Hey, if she says it again, you know she got that Kanye itch. She just got to get it out. But we went through this with Michelle Obama. They got mad at Michelle. Why can't people just say the real about their relationship? Hey man, it
I
wasn't
don't
all that
think
good.
Michelle did Barack like that though. I don't think she made it seem like, obviously she had to sacrifice stuff. Their whole entire family had to sacrifice stuff when he ran for president. But I didn't get the innate feeling that Michelle Obama hated her life. I didn't get the impression that she didn't like where she was at.
Hate each other. She said it. I hated him.
At a point. I didn't think she was currently in hate. You know.
We still here. They'll be all right. But this is why I always tell like people, take a couple years to yourself. Don't get married too young, because then you will wake up like, dang, I ain't get to hang out. I ain't get to do this. And I wouldn't embarrass my person. I don't think what she's doing is right in my eyes. But like I said, if Steph cool with it, hey, they good. He don't care.
Look, man, I feel like public perception is worth a lot. But I'll just leave it alone. You're right. If he like it, I love it.
What is Mo Fly talking about? I'm not holding Michelle Obama accountable for what? How am I hold the president's wife accountable?
What she do? Don't tell me no bad stuff about Michelle Obama. I don't think I can take it.
Does Michelle? What did he say? He said, "Am I not serious for holding Michelle Obama accountable? How can I hold her accountable
for? Is it something in particular? I don't know if I want to hear it.
All Michelle's just kind of just said the same thing. Hey, I wanted to be a lawyer. I woke up one day, he the president. I realized my whole life gone. Y'all need to talk to more women. A lot of women feel this way. They probably just don't say.
About. Hey, the next time a husband say something stupid and he get,
they've been doing it for years.
No, oh, right, I know, but the thing is that we all acknowledge it as stupid though, right? We're all on the same page that we say a lot of stupid stuff. I just feel like we gotta wrangle that in for the other side too. So every now and again, just a couple times, give us a few wins every now and again.
No. I will, because like when we was talking about Cardi B, I'm like, girl, I don't want to hear nothing in 2 years, because you know what you just got with. I don't want to hear it. You know who you with. Yeah. I don't want to hear it 2 years from now, sis. You know.
Ain't it funny how life works? Ain't it funny? We doing a whole album rollout. Ooh, we named the song Safe on the album. Yeah, that's about my new man. And it's like at the same time, you got this whole essay allegation going around and with your new man. And it's like, okay, so how does that necessarily? And then you beefing with a chick who got a man who's also accused of essay, and y'all arguing back and forth about each other's men being involved in essay on the internet. It's wild out here. It's wild in these rap beef streets.
I be telling these women, a lot of these women, like my little cousins. I have a lot of cousins with a lot of babies. Girl, don't, because I don't want to hear it a year from now when you crying. I leave my family members alone. All of them, the old uncles, they all leave them alone. They ain't no good. They all got too many children.
If I was her, I would have left Diggs out of the rollout. I feel like I get why she did it, because, well, they couldn't keep stuff off the internet when they was going through their thing. And so now everybody knows, and she pregnant again. Same time, don't hit your wagon to that. Like, didn't you just get out of that? Like, wasn't that the whole point of all of this? Is that you finally away and you can do it? Like, she shouldn't have hitched her wagon to that. That I feel like that was a mistake because I don't know these folks. Never met Stephon Diggs in a day of my life. I've heard enough to know that that's probably not a safe bet.
No, he was supposed to be a fun boy, girl. You wasn't supposed to get no chilling from
Probably
him.
not a safe bet. So like, I'm not walking around on Good Morning America talking about him like, oh, ooh, yeah, no, let's not do that. Let's not do that.
She's happy.
Hey. Darius just like it because that's a win for Nikki whenever it
No,
goes.
I
Whenever
like
it explodes,
Cardi.
be like, oh, Nika told you. She
No,
told you about
I
your
like
man.
Cardi. I'm rooting
Told
for
you.
Cardi.
And you didn't want to listen. So now you have to deal with the consequences.
I like the girl.
That was supposed to be her fun boy. We was tweeting her like, girl, that's your fun boy. That's it. That's it. He's just a toy.
That's not what she thought. She wanted more. But that is the what's kind of going on there with who was that started
Ayesha
with?
Curry.
Yes, Ayesha.
All the way back to Ayesha Curry.
That started with Ayesha. But we can move to Jonathan, which we've talked about before. I saw Tina share the video first on Twitter, and let me see if this is it. Oh, maybe not. Let me see. I saw Tina share this first on Twitter, and it was the video of Jonathan Majors and Megan Good on a purple carpet somewhere. And he got asked, well, let's just watch it.
In the last week, there were some rumors that you were making a big Marvel return. Can you say anything about that? You cannot say, but there potentially might be a Kang. Well, for you, a future Kang project in the works.
He was not that type of, he's not my man. You know, I'm not his type. So it was really like, you know.
A lot of opportunities for you to come back. A lot of people would be excited to see it. So.
Still, you know.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, so that was him saying, which again, we've talked about this a little bit before, but that was just him saying that getting asked, is he going to be coming back? This is the reason we're bringing it back up, because now it's making its rounds, it seems. It's now you've got bigger outlets talking about it, sharing it on Twitter with the link there to the video and with an article now attached to it. They're going in, with the title Major comeback and all this kind of stuff like that. So we've talked about if Jonathan Majors is coming back for Kang in Doomsday or Secret Wars. Tina, do you have any inside knowledge? Nothing.
I have no
good.
No. I have no inside knowledge on that. I just shared the link because one of my friends sent it to me. But no inside knowledge. I could see it going either way. I mean, the way he answered it is very great.
Good and smiled and looked.
Yeah, that's what gave it away. I'm like, sis, come on, sis.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I've said every time, ever since they've gotten rid of Jonathan Majors, I don't understand the not recasting if you're not going to bring him back of Kang, or not using Kang, just from what the scoopers and things have said and blah, 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 putting all those pieces together, just because that's a very major point in this story that you would have to wrap up. And killing him off screen to me was always lazy. I don't know if that was ever really on the table, so that's something they were going to do. But I also said the last time we talked about this, I would hate for Majors to come back, and Chill disagreed with me. Chill said have him come back regardless, even if he's just going to die. I disagree. I'm not going to be your puppet. I don't want to just come in and play the role.
If he's coming back, he's coming back to die for sure.
And I think that's awful. I think it's awful. I personally wouldn't take that role. I wouldn't take that role. You didn't call me the Kang actor and some more shit in public, and you want me to come back and die? No, sir. Not especially not when you put all your eggs in one basket on me after my performance, my audition that dropped Jaws. Then you were like, oh well, now we know the direction. It's Kang all the way. And now you just want me to come back and die? And I'm that Kang actor? No.
I have too much pride to come back. Like that's just me. Like I just feel like I'm a Scorpio. Once you cross me, I'm just not. But I can see him wanting to come back, even if it is just to, because this is a relationships game, right? You still want to kind of stay in the good graces of everybody. Everybody talks, so I could see him coming back if they ask him to come back, even if it's just to Nixon. But I couldn't do it. I would be like, nope.
Yeah,
There was I think there was a leak about Michael Waldron still being involved with the writing in
Oh yeah,
Doomsday.
he's back. That's another one. They fired him and brought him back. I wouldn't have came back, but he back.
Yeah.
Oh, they fired Waldron?
Yeah. Well, remember after Kang Dynasty shit was gone, he was out.
I thought that was Loveness that they was like, bro,
both of them got the axe because he was writing the story. He was writing the story.
That's crazy because Waldron delivered what? Loki?
Loki, wasn't it?
Multiverse of Madness?
He didn't do Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, that's what.
Both good. Okay. Anyway, I know they fired the man.
Well, the reason why I bring that up is because he was gabbing and talking about what he was actually doing on set. Said he's kind of filling in spots wherever the Russos needed. They've been took over a story, them and McFeely. He's just kind of spotting wherever they need him. But he was talking about in the aftermath of Quantumania that they were not only the same old story, they were thinking about maybe going away from Kang, but they thought that Jonathan Majors was going to get acquitted. Mm-hmm. Now, yeah, who knows if that's true, but they thought that it wasn't going to end up where it was. So maybe the plan of icing him and then bringing him back for Doomsday Secret Wars was hedging that way. I still don't believe that after the performance they got in Quantumania, they was like, yeah, no, Major's got to go. Or Kang got to go. And then y'all sat up there and watched Thunderbolts and Brave New World and Jake Shire's doing X-Men all of a sudden. That just don't make a lick of sense to me at all.
No, because it was never the truth. Like I said, the internet, Twitter especially, would like to convince you that nobody was ever excited for Kang and all the kind of. Yeah. There's videos of people going ballistic when Kang, so no, stop.
Yeah. That's that. And I can believe that they probably thought he was going to be acquitted because I bet his lawyers sent them the tapes of him running away. They probably said, "Look, hold on, let me show you what we got." They probably sent Marvel Legal everything. Like, wait, so they probably thought, but then once it wasn't, it's like
America does what they do.
Yeah,
America do what they do. Shout out to Alvin Bragg, the biggest trash panda in the goddamn nation.
Yep, but they got rid of Destin Daniel Cretton because remember he was supposed to be doing Kang Dynasty, so they got rid of Destin Daniel Cretton, Loveness, and Waldron. I remember it because when they fired Waldron, I was so happy. I don't like him. I know you like him, Darius. I hate him.
I do like Waldron.
You didn't like Multiverse of Madness?
I like the direction. I didn't like the writing.
Okay.
I think Sam Raimi did a good job.
Yeah, I like Raimi. That's my.
You didn't like Loki?
Not the first season.
Oh, really? But you like that second one?
Jonathan Majors' monologue saved that season. Without that monologue, it put everything together. But for the first, from episodes like 2 to 4, I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like him. And then I saw some things he said behind the scenes about his whole approach to it. And I'm like, they get to like BS their way through everything. Like he just does weird stuff. He's like James Gunn. I'm like, y'all really get to just.
I mean, but that's what I said when they were the Rick and Morty writers.
Yeah.
Look at Rick and Morty. Look how is Jeff Loveness on this current season of Rick and Morty? Is he still at Rick and Morty? I don't know.
Rick and Morty.
But yeah, they were we had walking apartment complexes and talking jelly-filled gooey people.
Name because how like what? Who told Kevin Feige go get the guys from Rick and Morty? Like Rick and Morty is good for Rick and Morty, but I never saw that.
They were looking for somebody to handle the multiverse, and they thought to themselves, "Well, Rick and Morty, they're doing the multiverse over there."
They so damn dumb. They was like, yeah, we need somebody to do the MCU multiverse, and looked at Rick and Morty and was like, yeah, that's our guy. Hey, that'd be the shit that be having me say, stop looking at these folks and attributing their salary to their level of intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Or even their competence level. Some of these folks just there. They just there, y'all. They lucky. They lucky and they the right shade. Stop thinking that everybody in that room got it. They just understand. They know more than you. Some of them do. You know, some people been there. I'm just saying, it's folks that make those type of decisions that make me lose faith in the leadership.
I like season 2. I felt like the writer on season 2. I like season 2 of Loki better. Michael Waldron just never rubbed me right. I'm like, with him saying he didn't watch WandaVision, I'm like, you don't care. Can you imagine?
How you didn't watch WandaVision? Yeah, that would be out for me.
Yeah, that was.
Can you imagine, like, one of us in that position, and we say, "Hey, we ain't even watch that. We finna do what we want to do."
What?
Like, it would take you 5 hours probably to watch WandaVision. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, they let him go, and they brought him back. Would I have came back? They probably would have had to pay me double. Because now y'all done walked into some and don't know how to get out of it. And you need me to come and tell you everything that I did on Loki to kind of put all this mess together. Now y'all need me back. I'm here. I need double.
Yeah. In the quote he had, he said he was kind of just, there to help the Russos and Steven if they needed it. And he said he's lending advice and blah, 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 this kind of stuff, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know.
He's hired back as a writer, not a consultant.
Oh yeah, that's what he's definitely helping them write. I was just confused by his quote when he was like, he's kind of in the back. I was like, well, I don't know.
That
they better figure that shit out.
It's too much going on. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Y'all should have y'all writers and make it work. You adding him in, I'm telling you, this movie's gonna feel a little uneven when you just have too many people in the kitchen. If y'all can't watch Loki and put the lore together, I don't know.
No, I feel you. Before we move, we do have a super. It is from Chris and love to Tina. There you go, Tina.
Thanks, Neil.
As well.
I will buy the team some coffee with it.
Let's see. The next thing that we'll move to is, well, actually, I did want to ask this when we were talking about writers and stuff. Did you guys see? I didn't. This is 10 years old. This is news to me as of 2 days ago. Lee Daniels posted him unpacking that round table. Y'all ain't seen that?
He did what now?
Brother.
I did see it.
Yeah, so he reposted on his Instagram a few days ago of him. Let me show y'all of him packing this table of white writers, directors up. He was asking them, how many black writers do you have? How many do you have? How many do you have? How many do you have? And here we go right here. Hold on.
Didn't one of them say they had an Asian? And he was like, we have an Asian. We have an Asian in the writing room. He was like, I said black.
But it was, hold on, here we go.
Just posted a clip on his Instagram of him packing up an entire room of non-black producers about their lack of African Americans in their writers' rooms.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I don't this because where he starts it doesn't do it justice. You gotta you gotta see Lee actually from the inception of the shit.
He cleaned them up.
Yeah, he really did. I was like, because when I saw it, I thought it was new. I was like, wait a minute, how did I not see that? And I looked at it, said 10 years. I said, dang, 10 years. But nah, hold on. Lee Daniels Roundtable. Here it is. Yep. Fast forward. I don't know who this one writer was, but she was uncomfortable.
Yeah, gotta make them uncomfortable sometimes.
Oh yeah, she was uncomfortable, and he was unapologetic about this. Hold
on. Your opportunity to feel better.
Not the remnant.
At last. place. It was built in a very white sort of suburban enclave and had what I would affectionately refer to as white people problems. We had some excellent actors, excellent black actors on the show in the first season, but I wouldn't describe them as central in the way that these new characters are going to be. But ultimately, once you start talking about that, once you start kind of saying like, oh, what, but people are going to think this, and you're like, but we were excited about it because it was best for the story. And I think that, you know, Empire exists in a world that feels very authentic because of its casting. But that idea of suddenly saying like, oh, we're now basically going to populate, you know, all of these shows with actors of color just because that's what people want to see, that's what's going to make them more successful, might not necessarily make them more authentic.
So what did you end up doing with the storyline?
I'm not telling. No, we're doing it.
The idea of black, it does offend me, because if I wanted to do a musical and if it were a runaway hit that involved nothing but drag queens, and all of a sudden we start talking about why can't we have more transgender people? I mean, it bothers me deeply, you know.
Well, I'm just a little confused about the question. Is the question about how because Empire is a show that has mostly
basically
black people on
because
it,
the blacks said we got
you need to write it with all black people? Is that what we're asking?
No, just to populate shows either in the writer's room, just because diversity is the buzzword in the business this year on all fronts. Is there now a pressure for people like you who run shows to hire people who are diverse to tell stories, to act?
No, it's incumbent upon us to represent the world as it is, and the world is diverse. You know, so I don't feel like I'm not actively sitting down saying we have to hire more.
The world's been diverse for a long time, but we haven't seen a show like Empire. It took a long time.
I was gonna say, what the fuck did that mean?
To the credit of Empire, which is a fantastic show. You know, it's alive in a way. I find that the diversity issue also is kind of worse behind the camera.
Yeah.
That's
so
the
beautiful.
thing.
I'll tell you, nothing is more beautiful right now than to go into this room, to the writer's room of Empire. I don't know what gives me more pleasure. Watching my story unfold,
is Empire
or going in
on?
and watching a room full of black people.
This is 10 years old.
Talking for me and saying words that, and writing words that black people, I hate white people writing for black people. It's so offensive. Me too. And so it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. And
So
Eileen
did you
Chaikin is incredible.
So I'm just curious, when you went out to...
Yes, honey, it's all about reverse racism here. Yes.
I'm seriously just asking.
I'm going to keep it 100 with you.
I think
Yes, we go out and we look specifically for African American voices to
Right, because when we put the room of the affair together, we specifically look for half men and half women. And that's important. You know, that makes sense to me that you would look for all African American voices if it's an all African American show. I mean, I think that to me, what's important is.
But not all African American. It's not all African American. But I think because you have to have that voice in, you have to have that gay voice in.
No,
you have to have
hear you.
that woman voice in.
Yeah, I think, or you're right. I mean, I think you want your writers' room to somehow reflect your show. So that the conversations that are happening in the writer's room are also, you know, to translate more easily to screen. So for us, it was important to have literally a gender equality in our room. So that
are there African American writers on your show?
There's one writer of color, but he's not African American.
Mm-hmm. Is there any African American writers on your show?
There are not.
How about yours?
Yeah.
How many?
Last season there were 2. One of them went off to create her own pilots. So yeah.
Good.
He said good.
How many
good.
Interesting.
I'm just curious.
How
many?
Let's
Let's go.
Hey,
on the table, she winning right now. On the table,
no.
she's winning. Not only did she have 2 black writers, but she empowered one of her black writers to go do their own thing and make money for themselves.
She's trying to explain it to him, but Lee wouldn't let her. Hold on.
Because Lee
like, good.
If she left because she was tired of your shit, it don't necessarily mean
How many Asian Americans do you have?
We have one.
I mean, it's a weird question. Like, we have 0.
Oh, no, we don't have any. We have I'm sorry, we have no Asian Americans.
Yeah, we have 0 African Americans in our writers' room of 6.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I'm not here to point a finger. I'm just curious.
No. Yeah, I mean, but there's so many rubrics on which to judge diversity. There's so many different.
It's that cube.
There's so many different.
Anyway,
he's a dick. What rubrics again? Get your ass out of here.
Leave them gay men alone, boy. They will read you from the rooter to the tutor.
Cause he read that whole text, especially when he said how many writers when she said we had 2, but she good.
Look, and he did it as low tone, as professional as possible, because he could have went another way with it. So he tried to kind of keep it to just show y'all this shit that y'all saying don't even make sense. Y'all hear what y'all are saying?
And then dude tried to flip
Homeboy,
it.
it was like diversity. It has to represent what we do outside. How many black writers do you have? We don't have any. So when you walk outside, you don't see no black people. That's your world. Ain't no
They
black
don't see
people.
color. Remember, I already told you.
You
We
don't see black.
color.
You don't see black.
I already told you.
Hey, they might live in Peace World, Planet X. They probably don't see no.
I guess.
Oh man, that's funny. That's funny.
Listen, I respect Lee Daniels. I respect Will Packer. Tyler Perry, he gets on my nerves sometimes, but I still, I know Mark. I know how you
I don't hate Will Packer as much as I hate Tyler Perry, but he got his things too. He got his things too.
But Will Packer got it out the mud. I got a little respect for Will. Like Will Packer really got it out the mud.
It's not so stereotypical with Will Packer. He just loves light-skinned interracial relationships. He loved that kind of mulattoism. He loves that.
Will
That's his
Packer?
thing. Well, no. Let me make sure I'm talking about the same person.
With
Will Packer do the?
Blackish.
Did he do the show with Rashida Jones?
No.
On Netflix.
Will Packer did like Girls Trip.
Oh, okay, never. No. We good on Will Packer. We all right on Will Packer.
Yeah.
We good on Will Packer.
Him with the guy who did Blackish.
Okay. My bad, G.
They need to leave Lee alone. leave Lee alone. Lee Daniels don't say.
I respected Lee Daniels.
Right
but Lee Daniels got caught up in that whole Monique thing, and I was forced to be placed on Monique's side and all of that. I couldn't rock with
I
Oprah
was on Monique's side until Monique still just can't let it go.
No, because she never got it back. They destroyed her. They took her reputation away. I'd never stop talking about that shit either.
Yeah, but has she not? What is she's done something since then. What a movie or was it that she was in?
It's not that she hasn't worked. It's that
she's not the same.
It's not you once you blackball somebody, you can't unblackball them. You know what I mean? You talked about me for years. You said I was a problem. Said I was a terror to work with. Had me believing it. I'm like, damn. Well, I mean, she is kind of loud.
You don't believe it?
I did. I did.
The way it goes. Monique was not gonna be. Monique reminds me of Nene Leakes, and I know this is your girl, Nicki Minaj. They were always going to be on the platform of that. You know, sometimes you get to a certain level, they feel like they can talk to people crazy. I think Monique was always going to hit that. She was going to hit.
So which one of them was it? Was it Oprah, Lee, or Tyler? Which one did she talk to crazy? Which one said, I'm the wall. You're gone.
I wish we had footage of her talking to Oprah crazy. Man, oh my! You know when Nene on Apprentice, when Nene Leakes stood up to Star Jones and was in Star Jones's face, it's like you might be able to bully them girls, but this is that you're not gonna bully me, Star Jones. Star Jones had to tell her this is not the Real Housewives. Nene said it ain't gotta be. I'm telling you, they need something like that. I want to see Monique going at Oprah because I can't stand Oprah. I cannot stand
I can absolutely see Monique being in the same room with Oprah doing some high sedity shit. Looking at her like, oh, this y'all scared of her? Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah. And then like everything unravels from there.
Yep.
If that's how it happened, I'm Team Monique.
I was Team Monique even without that context. I can't stand Oprah. I know she did some high diddy. I know she did. You know, Oprah and Gayle have been playing blackface their entire lives. I understand she went to an HBCU, but the minute she got that Oprah show and the minute she could flip that pinky up, boy, she turned her back. She's turned her back on the community several times with statements that she has made. I don't like.
Where are the girls at that school in Africa? Where are they? What happened to them? We should have a whole tribe of doctors and lawyers and all kind of shit from that school. Where are them girls at?
Traffic girl.
I think there's a reason Monique wants Tyler to publicly apologize. She wants that public apology because she's gonna sue him. She needs that public apology.
Well, she got she can't admit the recording. I was about to say we already heard him admitting about it, but she can't admit it.
If they're in Georgia, I think it's a 2-party consent, so that wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, it wouldn't have worked. Yep.
Public apology. That's why she's saying that I will never let it go until you publicly apologize. Tyler, like, girl,
Man, Tyler posting videos on his Instagram flying real life-size remote control planes out of his fucking driveway. He's not worried about that. When I saw that, I said, now that's rich. When you have a plane that you can put toddlers in and fly it in the air, yeah, that's money. Using his driveway or his driveway as a runway.
You better go team up with some of his boy toys. That's how you gonna get the Tyler. What you're doing, it will never work. You need to get with, this need to be a concerted effort to take him down, because he will never apologize to you publicly, because he ain't gonna sue me. I ain't got no money.
Already got a lawsuit going on.
Right, and that's gonna get tossed too.
You think
that's
it's gonna get tossed?
That's another great.
They gonna settle, or it's going to get dismissed.
It'll get.
You don't think it has no merit to it?
I do. It's a jurisdiction issue.
Are we talking about the latest cast,
the actor,
that's accusing him, that's wanting? How much is he wanting?
200 million.
Yeah, for what? For what? We don't have enough proof of that. And then when they asked him why does he want 200 million, he said because he wants to put it toward other victims. What did he say? It was some shit that didn't make sense.
Well, now hold on now, Darius, because he not the first now. He ain't the first one to come calling.
He's putting that toward a plane ticket to Cabo.
Well, I ain't say he was telling the truth about where it was going. I was just saying it was some other folks out there.
I think we'll see in a couple months it'll be gone. He messed up in his filing. Yep.
It'll be gone. Speaking of lawsuits, the Michael film has been moved to one parts because of a certain lawsuit that Michael was caught up in during his life, and that was that, of course, that we all know the lawsuit. But in that lawsuit, I guess it was in the settlement, it was told that the family did not want, if there were any adaptations ever made of Michael's life, that they were supposed to stay out of it. They weren't no mentions, no nothing. Well, Antoine Fuqua goes and makes this great film, I guess, and then presents it to who is it, Lionsgate, and they look at it, they agree, and then I guess the estate, didn't tell them, hey, you can't put that in there, and they did, and that's like 45 to an hour of the film that they've now had to cut, and now the film is down to one part instead of two parts, and we will see exactly what happens with this film. But we had an article come out from Puck News that said the MJ movie is ready for its close-up. Sorry, this is small text. Let me zoom in on that. It says the MJ movie is ready for its close-up. Go out a bit. At this point, the highest stakes film for the next year may be Michael, the Michael Jackson biopic that, due to all the rights issues with the former child, I'm not saying that, had to be totally reconceived by director Antoine Fuqua.
They called him that in this article?
Oh, they did.
When was he ever convicted of that?
He wasn't.
What do we talk? How can you call him that?
They said accuser at the end of it.
Oh, accuser. Got you. I thought they were addressing Michael when they said.
Oh, no. And writer John Logan, additional photography has now wrapped, and the film ends after Jackson's triumphant rise to fame in the 80s. So all of the footage of MJ's later king of the pop and scandal prequel years, plagued years, including 2 weeks of shooting at Neverland Ranch, now owned by Ron Burkle, is unusable. Producers Graham King plans to make the second Michael movie that would include all of that stuff, plus a significant amount of additional yet to be shot footage with stars Jafar Jackson, Coleman Domingo, and Miles Teller. But that will now depend on, yes, you guessed it, how the film is received by the audience next April. If it hits, or if at all signs are pointing that direction, the green light for part 2 is inevitable, and if not, producers eat all that used footage. Remember, the Jackson estate is paying for costs associated with the production debacle. Lionsgate and Universal, which have international rights to the film, will attach the Michael film to the Wicked for Good trailer or film in November. Yeah. No, go ahead. Go ahead. It's just I hope they just from what we've heard, the footage the stuff is great from what we've heard. The stuff with Jafar is great. Jafar really does his thing. You know, the stuff we've heard with Coleman Domingo, the stuff we've heard with Nia Long and everybody else is great. They look the parts for sure. I just really hope that they really haven't botched this so bad that, and how the fuck do you forget as the estate to not tell them, hey, you can't put this in there. You know, if I'm Antonio Falco and I go and make this brilliant film that I presented to them, and now I'm like, oh well, shit, you got to go back and take an hour out.
Well, first of all, we know who's controlling the estate at this point, and it's not the Jackson family,
right?
So that's where the disconnect is that the Jackson family is over here, probably with Antoine Fuqua, the estate in fucking what's Apple and Blanket or whatever them kids' name is.
It's not Blanket
anymore. they over there doing something completely different. Now, the fact that they had to
Apple come from?
I don't know what them kids' name is, but as long this is the two things I want them to show in the movie, and I don't think that this case, the one that they had this old phony baloney ass agreement with, why should your civil agreement supersede a FBI investigation? If the FBI couldn't find a shred of evidence, why I guess civil proceedings versus criminal, I understand, but come on, man. Like, anyways, the two things I would like to see them address and acknowledge in this film is, number one, what you just said, that man was investigated by the FBI and found to have none of the things that these children led by their parents accused Michael from for years, right? I would like to see that. I would also like to see an acknowledgement about the quote unquote surviving children of Michael Jackson in their origin, because I don't think that's necessarily protected. and I would like us to be very clear about how that whole thing went, because I know they have to know.
Maybe they don't know.
Well, okay, no, I mean the family, the kids. Maybe they've probably been lied to their entire life, but the family knows.
Maybe they don't know.
That makes the movie.
Maybe they don't know.
You believe those are the biological children of Michael Jackson?
No, I'm saying maybe Michael never told the family, like,
what the situation was. Yeah. I mean, he had to have a friend. So you don't just take over the guardianship of somebody's random white babies and not tell anybody why.
That mama
knows somebody.
The mama knows. The mama knows.
Yeah, somebody knows something. Damn it.
I haven't seen the mama in forever, but
she got her nice little settlement living over in England. I don't have nothing to say about Michael. Close the door.
Yeah, I really hope that they can. I hope they pull this together. Now we're talking about a second film and at a later date instead of, I think, what were they going to do it months apart or a year apart or something like that? How they were going to do them originally, but. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We saw Paris's comments that she made a few weeks ago.
When they're taking over their father's legacy away from his family, I would say it matters quite a bit. It mattered quite a bit to them.
And I'll also say too, I don't know where that currently is. I'm not going to pretend that I was paying attention to it that hard, but I did see that, where Blanket was suing his grandmother.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But then you got Paris's comments from a couple weeks ago about Coleman Domingo when he said that she had been on set and had critiqued the script and things like that. Yeah, well, she came out and said no, that's not true, and she said that the film is going to be what you call it,
romanticized or something.
Yeah, romanticized to appeal to a certain part of his fandom or something like that. So we'll see. I mean, I don't know. Everything I've heard, though, I've heard Jafar is amazing. I've heard that he really captures that young Michael look there. I guess what are we going up to? Since we're ending in the 80s, what are we going up to? Thriller, off the wall stuff?
Hey, you better talk that shit, Culture Made. Every Jackson I've never seen can hit a 2-step and a spin. Every single one. every single one. You ain't never fucking lied. I ain't never seen an untalented Jackson. Randy Jackson talented.
I think I don't know whoever's running the estate now was running the estate when that lawsuit happened, but it's like how does something
It's the
like
kids,
that?
right? Didn't they sue for it?
Well, I'm pretty sure. No, I think there's an attorney. You always have an attorney like actually running the estate.
Well, no, I know that they're probably not making or like doing the day to day or whatever. I'm saying like they're in control of it, right? Like however the verbiage goes,
Bronca runs the estate. One of
John
the lawyers
Bronca runs it. Okay.
So it's like if you were the lawyer back then, you knew. How did y'all let this how? Incompetence. This is just y'all don't know how much money that it costs to Marvel, they have reshoots baked in. This type of reshoots, oh my God.
And where's it coming from? Because again, their mother was she suing for the rights to the estate? Is that what was going through court?
Are we talking about Catherine?
Catherine, yeah. What lawsuit did she just lose recently?
Like I said, I'm
there was something
not paying attention to it like that.
I know there was a situation where the son no longer wanted to take care of her financially or something there was a court case with that, but that lawyer running that estate, Bronca, yeah, that's insane how that happened.
It says Catherine Jackson has lost several lawsuits and appeals, including a 2014 case where she was ordered blah 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 blah. A lawsuit 2024 appeal against Michael Jackson's estate executors over the sale of his music catalog. She also lost the initial. Yeah, okay, that's what it is.
It's sad, man. It's sad. We just saw this with Biggie. We saw it with Tupac. They passed away. And you got somebody who's really not plugged in with the family controlling somebody's legacy. It's crazy to me. It's sad, man.
Yeah.
It's sad. But yeah, this movie has to make money. And I don't know how true it is. They said that because of this financial blunder, Michael's estate has to pay for this. Because it's y'all fault. We done shot a whole movie, probably spent.
Well, hold on. That article said the Jacksons was paying for it. Is it the estate or Jacksons?
Looks like the Jacksons.
Well, isn't Casper and Apple them the Jacksons, ain't they?
Well, but the estate and the Jacksons ain't the same, right? All the money is in the estate. All of Michael's money in the estate. The Jacksons, I guess Tito and Jermaine, they got a little bit. Janet, Tito, Jermaine, all they could scratch some coin together. Janet Jackson was in Why Did I Get Married 2 times, so she should have 2 nickels to rub together.
Don't look like she's in this newest one.
No, he don't got another one in the movies coming out.
Oh yeah, what is it? Why Did I Get Married? Why? Yeah, but what's the catchy title? It's like a Why Did I Get Married something.
3 coming, and it's coming on Netflix.
They're already filming. Yes, sir, they're filming. Taraji P. Henson is
Malik Yoba died at the end of that last movie, y'all. He fucking died. We just gonna speed past it and just make another movie. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of this shit here.
Gotta move on.
I'm tired of Tyler Perry, boy. I swear to God. I want somebody to make him the head of some studio so he will stop making content.
People have been asking for this. Now you can't get mad if the people is asking. The people want it.
That is true. People have been blowing him.
Nobody said I can't wait until
Man,
3 come out.
They even had the cast doing videos
They
from
was on an
wherever
airplane or
locations they
something, right?
were. Yeah.
I'm sure that the cast want to do it again because they want to get paid. None of us was like, I can't wait until Why Did I Get Married 3?
Two people ran into each other on the airplane. Who was it? The dark skinned dude and Jill Scott? Was it
think
her
so.
husband?
Yeah.
I think they ran into it on the airplane and they was like, look at us again. And everybody was in the comments. Where's part 3? Where's part 3? Where's part 3? This was like 2 years ago. People want it. Let me tell you.
They want it like they want McDonald's. But that don't mean we gotta keep eating it.
If them people want to get up and eat McDonald's every day, this is the moral. This is what me and you got to talk about, Marcus. Let people do what they want to do. You want people to do what you want them to do.
No, listen, man. I get autonomy. I get doing what you want to do, being an individual. But there are some things societal that we should urge people away from. McDonald's being one of them. Stereotypical content should be another one. There's so many other people. We talked about 3 or 4 creators already. Antoine Fuqua, Will Packer. We was talking about Lee Daniels. There's so many other people out here to go consume content from. Why you got to go find the dirtiest penny in the bucket to try and make it shine?
I would argue that Lee Daniels and Tyler Perry make similar content.
They're very close. I enjoyed Empire a lot more than I enjoyed anything that Tyler Perry has ever put out, though.
I don't know. House of Pains is a pretty Empire was great. I'm not saying House of Pains is on that Empire level, but House of Pains is one of his better, I would say, especially during that time when it was airing week to week. It was good. It was good. You know, you had I know you probably didn't like the stuff with Janine. But that was good. It was good. Now it got a little repetitive when Janine could never fucking recover and come home.
Oh, just a little bit. Only a little bit. We seen it in the fucking movie. Then she always slipping up in the TV show. Just a little bit repetitive, huh?
Listen. Give the people what they want. How many Fast and Furious we got? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11?
Tina, you preaching to the choir because I don't think nobody asking for another Fast and Furious either. I don't think there's nobody breaking down the doors to get Fast and Furious 11. The studio then told Vin Diesel and them, look, cut $50 million from this budget or it ain't happening. Okay? It's not happening if you don't cut $50 million off this budget now. You think you're gonna go out there and do Tom Cruise to us? No, that ain't gonna happen. We not doing that. It ain't going down like that.
Let Tyler make his stuff. Let him do his thing. Let him do it. Don't watch it.
Oh, I sure don't.
I don't think it's like what do you think is the detriment to Tyler Perry's stuff to
what his content is?
Like, yeah, what is the direct impact? It's different than like, let me give you an example. It's different than like, let's say rap music or like drug dealing movies, because you actually have an influence of, all right, man, I really want to go do this. Tyler Perry movies just about people. They break up, they find somebody new. Like, what is the impact to the community?
I wouldn't flatten them out that simply, but I think the impact is twofold. Number one, he's mass media, and where you wouldn't necessarily be able to attribute that to a lot of other Black creators because their stuff is seen as niche, right? It's segmented. They got their space, but it's not. We're not talking to all of America. Tyler Perry's products is talking to America. He sets a standard with his work. He shows other communities what Black people are about, what our lives are about, how we are in our relationships, how we treat our children, how we treat our partners, how we treat our parents, how we treat our kids. He shows them that through mass media. And the only angle he ever chooses to go through is downtrodden relationships. The man ain't got no mind for fantasy. He has no interest in action or mystery. He has all of the reins in the world to do anything he wants. And the only thing he can give you is sisters in the White House, sisters getting divorced, sisters on an airplane, arguing. Right? Like
Slick's on there.
you got a studio with acres and acres of land. You got unlimited actors lining up to work with you. You got CBS on your pinky finger, right? You got Viacom on speed dial, and the only thing you can give me is MTV content. That's it. That's the only thing he's interested in doing. So number one is mass media impact. Number two, he's at the top. Everybody's looking at him how to be successful, and they are trying to be the next Tyler Perry. So what do you think we're going to get more content like Antoine Fuqua or more content like Tyler Perry?
It depends.
No, it don't depend.
I don't see another Tyler Perry. No, I don't.
Oh, they out there.
I don't see anyone that's just like really emulating what Tyler Perry has done. Like that's like, that's escalating.
Like to scale.
Yeah.
I would say there are plenty of people who, if they had the funds and the resources that Tyler Perry has at this point, would be sitting right next to him at somebody else's network doing the same thing. If they could find another Tyler Perry to push that type of content out like that, ABC would be calling tomorrow. Fox will be calling tomorrow. We want that too, but we want you to show it in a way that's easy for us to sell it. They're not selling black empowerment. They're not selling black superheroes. They're not selling black fantasy. They selling black mess. And that's what he likes to do.
People consume it. People are going to consume what they want. I would argue if Tyler Perry puts out a movie now and Darius puts out a movie about black empowerment and they're both on the front of Netflix, it's up to the consumer to pick on what they want to see.
True. That's a fact. But if Tyler Perry is in the Netflix catalogs and he's all over
a space movie, you think people gonna click on the Tyler Perry space movie?
I'm saying if you put out 20 movies a year, put Sisters on Mars in space. Yeah,
they can be like Tyler, we didn't sign up for this. We just want what you've been giving us.
I think it's very telling that with all the opportunity he's had, that he's chosen to stay in the realm that he's in. Right. And you can cover that up by saying, all right, well, you give the people what they want. And that's fine. But Steven Spielberg not going to die making E.T. movies. OK, James Cameron is not only going to be known for Avatar. And so if we start putting Tyler Perry in the reverence of those type of directors, or not even that's shooting too high, but even, different guys that we look for entertainment, like, is there any diversity in the way that you well, we know there's not because he don't let nobody else write. That's a fatal flaw. It can't be no diversity in storytelling because he's the only one writing. That's just kind of where I'm at with it. He's unimaginative. It's not very creative. It's a hungry man dinner on TV.
I just don't see what the problem is. The stories, the General Hospital that's been coming on for 45 years is the same damn story.
Sure, I wouldn't call that good television, though.
But that's what I'm saying.
Call that quality television.
Let that be his space. That's General Hospital.
That's the equivalent of like the white noise that you play to go to Medea versus Ice is crazy. I'm gonna pull it out now. Y'all leave my Mexicans alone. They cut my grass.
Y'all going to hell. Talking Medea versus Ice.
Medea kills the
MCU.
I think Tyler has tried to pivot, and he realized the pivot doesn't work, and that's why he always comes back to this.
When?
Y'all remember when he was like, "I'm retiring Medea. I'm not gonna do it no more," because I think.
Yeah, I remember that.
But what was the pivot though? What was the pivot? What was the other content that came out that wasn't Medea like?
Tyler Perry's done some stuff.
The other stuff was, I think he pivoted toward, and again, your mileage may vary if you consider this Medea stuff or not. It's like the Sisters and the Divorced in Black and
what's the one.
Hold on. This is the pivot.
What's
Sisters
the show?
Is the different content.
What's the show that Aldous Hodge is doing right now? Didn't he do that?
He did a movie.
But he made a movie. He was Alex Cross in a movie,
and it was awful.
Yeah. And that was it was bad. But
in
listen,
that wig,
that was the only.
That shit was awful.
I don't know why he be having black people look so bad in these damn wigs, but he did play Alex Cross in that movie. That is the only time we seen that. And he did, what was it where he was helping the cleaning lady.
Cleaning
Fuck.
lady.
She was cleaning his apartment or some shit like that, and he started giving her a bunch of money.
Elba in it, or that was Tyler Perry?
No. It was the girl from Westworld, light skin.
I know what you're talking about. I just can't remember the movie.
Shit.
I know what you're talking about.
I just I remember distinctly. It was the only 2 times I felt like the black guy was half decent in there. Like he wasn't some light skinned savior, and he wasn't beating on women and making them run back to their grandma's house. And I was like, oh, well, this is different. And it was those 2 movies. It was Alice Cross, and then whatever.
Well, and I Can Do Bad All by Myself with Taraji. The beater was light skinned.
I'm about the beater.
The beater. No, but you know what? You know what the difference was about that one? He was a light-skinned black man. She had to go even further down the light-skinned spectrum, and she got a Hispanic man. You know what I'm saying? The idea is to be safe, you got to get lighter. You know what I'm saying? You got to get lighter on the brown paper bag test to increase your safety. It'll increase your survivability the lighter you go. This is the Tyler Perry gospel.
He better be glad. A lot of these folks better be glad Boondocks
Good
is
deeds.
not around.
Thank
no
you,
more.
she appreciate it. Good deeds.
Because Boondocks would have had a field day with this lawsuit one.
They was on Tyler Perry ass pause before I was.
Yeah, they was. They was. Look, because Tyler, like
On
Will and
your
Jada,
knees, Robert.
It was not a secret. Very open.
Nah.
He likes his boy toys. It's okay, Tyler.
No, dude said, what did you said? He crawled into the bed with him.
Yeah, he said I was just going to sleep. He's all right, man. I'm drunk. I'm going to bed. Imagine, dog. You stayed the night at your homie house. Y'all drunk. You're like, all right, I'll see you in the morning. And all of a sudden, somebody putting a hand on your shoulder. Like, hold on now. Wait a minute. Unhand me, sir.
Like, bro, you know what it is. I done bought you a car. We've been texting. Like, come on. You know what it is.
I thought we was cool. I thought we was boys.
He need to pay that man. Give him like $2 million, Tyler. Make that right. You did that, boy.
What do you ask for? 200?
Yeah, give him.
You gotta give me 10. You give me 10. You got 10.
Nah, because I already done bought you a car. You know, he liked to buy people cars. That's his thing. He liked to buy cars.
All right, what if you give me 2 and then I get to write a book and make the money off of that?
No.
All right, well then you got to give me 10. Look, it's negotiations.
How many casting couches y'all think Tyler? A lot.
A plethora.
How many casting couches?
Now, what's really crazy is y'all want to play another game. Let's look at the list of actors and see who went.
What are you talking about?
Let's see who raised their hand to go in first.
That's funny. We do have.
I just want
Scared money don't make no money. If I ever go broke, I'ma take your money. I ain't never drop a dime.
I Am Too Fly said Tyler Perry is so damaging in representing black people. Pass.
Yeah.
And that doesn't even mean you can't tell stories about those situations. But like, is that the only thing you interested in telling about single mothers and fatherless children and abusive men and
what about 6888?
What's that?
6888, the military movie.
The military movie. Okay, that was a good one.
Why did I get married?
No bad things to say about that. I feel like why did I get married was preaching dysfunction. Was preaching dysfunction. Again, we watched Malik Yoba die in the last 20 minutes of that movie, and then Janet Jackson was able to find a new lover before the movie was over. I didn't even understand what was happening. I'm like, how did he pay for the rock? Why is he here? I don't know what's going on. I'm so confused. So confused.
Man, I just believe in letting people like make their content. Should there be more financial responsibility in what we put out? Yes, but people could say that about us being content creators. Why are y'all talking about this? So let the people do what they do. That's how I feel.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? It would feel better to me if there were others at Tyler's place to balance it out.
But then, I mean, you have the ability. If you want to go to Tyler Perry Studios, book a studio and go. Ain't nobody stopping you.
That ain't necessarily ability. You know what I'm saying? That ain't.
Well, what I'm saying is there's other creators who
that can. Okay, I mean, I agree. Well, maybe not at Tyler Perry Studios because his voice is the voice over at Tyler Perry Studios. But again, we talked about scale, right? Like Tyler, he got a different responsibility. This is the same thing I preached to Kugler. These white folks letting you in the door. They letting you in and they singing your praises. Use that. Give us something that we've never seen. That's why Black Panther was so dope. That's why it was such a big moment, because you gave us something we had never seen before. I wish somebody would take that mantle up on their back and just be like, shout out to the creator of Children of the Blood and Bone. She was sitting around waiting on Lucasfilm for years.
This is another one. How is this going to turn out? We just got to see, because a lot of this depends on the consumer. Like, I hope this is a good film. I hope people show up, but it's hard for Black people because white people sometimes don't go watch our film. So all we have to rely on is Black people. And sometimes that's why the content is made that way, to go towards us. When you talk about Steven Spielberg is going to get the whole white community and us. We not bringing the white people over to watch our science fiction movie about Medea in space.
No,
I
don't know.
The white people love Medea. But most other Black creators,
I'm being hypothetical. Like, if we
if he did
most other Black creators, you're right.
They'd sell that shit out.
For sure.
Medea in space is making an easy billion.
Oh, she'd have popcorn buckets. They sell that shit out.
But can you honestly believe that people like Antoine Fuqua don't want to make more content? I'm pretty sure he does, but you got to get the financing. He can't just wake up and do it himself. I mean, he could, but how far is it going to go? Tubi? We still ain't going to watch it. It's tough, man. I get it, though. It's tough. They will close their financing out. They'll just be like, no, we just, because here are the statistics. We see that Black people watch this and this. The white people aren't going to, we just can't finance this movie. I don't know how. Kugler only got Sinners Done off of his name.
It's also, it's just dishonest, though, because you can't show me the litany of data of Black-led productions in other genres failing, right? Usually the more concrete data you would show somebody is a list of failures, right? Not a list of wins for something completely different that I'm not trying to provide.
Right.
That sounds like a false equivalency. It sounds like you're trying to put two causations together and connect them. So I guess we just looking towards the younger generation, because I feel like this generation kind of set into what they do.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm selling them short, but the Lena Waifs of the world and Issa's, they're kind of set on their paths. It don't seem like anybody's really interested in well, let me not say anybody, but at least of those older creators that we know from years and years. It doesn't really seem like they got the groundbreaking stuff for us right now. I'm looking for the Children of the Blood and Bones. I'm looking for that kind of stuff to break through.
Hey, I'm gonna be interested to hear y'all talk about that, because that ain't all peaches and cream.
What's going on there?
I'm saying it's not like
once the movie comes out,
like Black Power movie. It's a very damaging movie. MoFly said white people love Blade and Black Panther. I was out when I was in the streets when Blade was out. I don't know if white people went and supported Blade like that. I think Black people supported Blade. I was outside when Blade came out.
If you talking about in terms of general popularity with comic book fans, I think Blade did very well. Did it do well with the general public? It was a rated R vampire movie with a Black dude. You know what I'm saying? It only had so much of a ceiling, but it was a saving grace for Marvel at that time, for sure. And amongst comic book fans, it was absolutely a revered movie.
Yeah, for sure. White comic fans love Blade.
Yeah. I go where I want, good. Play if you want, let's do it. I'm a young CEO, sure.
I was dancing till I seen the video. What was the video?
That was from Love Island. I don't know. Chill made that.
What the hell?
Brother Stark said, "Who you got for the next versus No Limit or Cash Money?"
That's a real thing. That's really happening.
It is, and it shouldn't be happening. If you're gonna do something like that, it needs to be in New Orleans. That should not be anywhere else outside of Louisiana.
That's crazy. No
Cash
Limit
Money is
versus
winning
Cash Money.
by far.
Yeah, Cash
has
Money gonna
Lil
win.
Wayne,
They definitely
Drake,
gonna win.
Nicki,
Juvie, they got Juvie. They got
Juvie.
Juvie.
And then you go back to the
Got
old
Juvie.
school, like
No, Drake ain't showing up to the verses. They said Cash Money, not Young Money. I guess that's the same thing, but they said
Yeah,
Cash
that's
Money,
what I
not
said.
Young Money. They can't use Drake and Nicki.
why?
Yeah,
It's
they
Cash
can.
Money.
That's not comp.
Nikki and her.
No
rap
Limit don't got
said
that many
Cash Money,
soldiers.
Money. She can say Cash Money in her in her outros.
That is,
No,
they are
she's
outros.
Young Money. She ain't Baby's child. He ain't
If you
kiss
don't
her.
You know
face.
Slim, baby.
eating off of Nicki.
Yeah, she know them.
And she said, "We be doing donuts while we waving a 380."
Okay, so then, all right, who's the female acts in No Limit?
None. That's why they need to not do this. This is crazy.
They need to give Trina Trina got to tag in on No Limit side.
No Limit got whatchamacallit passed away. Like, bro, they ain't got nobody. This is crazy.
You said Master P about to be up there carrying the shoulders. Romeo, come do ICDC college.
Right.
Oh God, why are they doing it in Vegas?
Like, it needs to be in Louis. I think they're doing it at a convention. I think it's like Complex Con or something like that.
Where did Timberland and Swiss sell versus?
They sold it, then they said they bought it back. No, Mia X passed away, I think. Let's see.
People can't wait for it though. The comments on Instagram.
Yeah, till they get to playing that music. And then they realize, oh, I don't know nothing. Yeah, Mia X.
Somebody said this is going to be the hottest, coldest versus ever. You dig?
Did it in Louisiana. And you got a competition because you're gonna have people who actually know like some of them old cuts. No Limit. You know kids don't know they know that music.
Why didn't they do it in New Orleans?
Because they doing it at Complex.
The biggest one, baby, come shake it fast.
Shake it fast. Boy, that song came out. I don't know how old was I when that song came out. I mean, I remember me and my siblings made remixes of that song. Take a bath, wash yourself. Take a bath. Show me what you wash it with. You know, that was some. Yeah, they got some good ones. Some good. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
I got to take Cash Money in it. I do like Mystical, and obviously P gonna do his thing, but I got to take Cash Money.
Let's see if everybody show up for Cash Money too.
Taking over for the records in the
on time, right? Yeah.
Thousands. Hey, all they gotta do is play that intro. Cash Money Records taking over for the 99 and 2000s.
It might be good. I think if we stick in about 20 songs, I think No Limit probably can pull out 20. They might.
Oh, they got 20 songs. It's just the diversity over on the Cash Money side is about to be so crazy. they got, even though they all from the same areas, you know, they got a diversity of sound a little bit.
So. Yeah, you bet. Yeah,
they would have did better than like Louisiana against like Atlanta. Put Cash Money and No Limit together against So
Atlanta. That'd go crazy.
Yeah.
That'd go crazy.
Yeah,
if you could even get the Atlanta artists together to do that.
They will. They come together all the time.
You think so? Gucci and Jeezy, they gonna come together for the verses, right?
Gucci can sit it out. We could call Jeezy.
No,
Gucci can't sit out in Atlanta.
The hell we talking about? Atlanta is good. Wop.
Do we need? If I got to pick, Gucci can sit down.
Wait, did they ever confirm if that was Gucci or the clone? Was that ever confirmed? I know that was a big hot topic.
My man just lost weight. Man. Y'all hop off WhatsApp.
That nigga's got some of the whitest teeth.
No, them fakes. Them is fake. Them veneers for sure.
But them hoes is white.
You
on a
pay that much
black
money for him,
nigga.
better.
Oh,
Uh,
Comic is right. Mythical is in jail. I thought he got out.
Damn.
I thought he got out. You know, he was out there
Definitely
R.
cash
Kellying
money
it.
now.
He was R. Kellying it for a while.
9-9 in the 2000s.
Whoa.
9-9. Well, Diddy's in there now, so we'll be in there. The last thing that we do have is just the crazy AI shit that's been going on. Robin Williams' daughter, Martin Luther King's daughter have both spoken up. You've even had Keanu Reeves, I think he was asked on Good Morning America, he even said it's weird and he doesn't like it. There have been other celebrities that have said they don't want to be made into any type of AI or be used for anything like that. The Michael Jackson ones are the ones that I saw that got sent to me a while back. Let me see.
Tupac, I've seen some crazy ones.
Yeah, it's the ones with Mike and Tupac. Hold on, where is it? Where the hell is that? Here it is. Here we go. All right. Let's do this one with Mike and Kobe.
Mike and Kobe is crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. Here it is. Take a look. Rewind it.
What's up, everybody? It's Mike, and tonight we're giving you the smoothest vibe in the game. This is our brand new Smooth Berry Thrillers in.
And I'm bringing the heat with Mamba Mint.
Cool, clean, and clutch.
Just
2
like
for
we like
$12 only
it.
while we're live, so hit that. Look, I'm just saying, more people showed up to mine. There were helicopters, the streets were blocked off. It was a whole world event. That's not shade, that's facts. Yours was cool, very intimate, very purple. But you know that. So, now that we're back from the dead, who should we go spook?
Diddy!
Hi, this is Michael Jackson. I need to report a crime.
Sir, what kind of crime are we talking about?
A smooth criminal.
Where is the suspect now?
Right here. It was me. I'm sorry. I
Stay
turned
on the
myself
line
in.
for a moment.
Hey, it's me. Out here in the woods, and look who I ran into. This is the most beautiful creature right here. Oh my gosh. Okay, he's leaving. I'm all right. Whew. You ever notice how a banana's like a phone from nature? Hello? Yes, for you. Potassium's calling. Watch this. No, look. 3-point pill. Swish. I'm dangerous in the kitchen, baby. Like slow, but the slow speed right. I slide on the beat like a comet in flight. Smooth step, keep the rhythm on tight. I'm a spark in the dark of the night. Microphone glove, let the diamond gleam. Heartbeat boom like a drum machine. I like some fries with that. Oh yeah. Golden on the side. Love 'em hot, love 'em fast.
You got it, sir. Anything else for you today?
That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, it's strange. It's a thing because it's too real, because you can then go and make whole stories for these people in their lives that never ever happen. You know, for people that don't. I saw somebody shared a video, one of these videos of Mike, and somebody commented, "When did this happen?" And I'm like, brother, that's not real. It never happened.
So look, y'all. I know a lot of this is just like jokes.
Yo, anybody back?
Yeah, the promos. I seen MLK cut a promo. Yeah, Big cut one. I know it's mainly being used for this type of stuff, and this is, I think, off the back of Sora rolling out. It's Sam Altman's big thing that he did with his AI money.
Say Habana.
But what I don't think people are realizing is very, very, very soon, very, very, very soon, even just the shit that you're watching right now, like scrollable content on TikTok or Twitter, is going to start causing some of your loved ones to be unhealthy. It's going to cause your energy bills to go through the roof. That's already happening. It's already happening in places. They're legislating automatic tariffs on the consumers of energy providers now to make up for the extra energy they need to pull to manage these data centers so that we can get shit like this. It takes so much data power for you to be able to use Sora to create this shit. And I mean, literally, they're drying up wells. They're loud. They're extremely expensive to build, and then they raise up the energy bills of the people who live around these things. And as long as this shit gets more popular and the use of it gets more popular, because there really isn't anything else innovation wise coming from AI right now other than replacing entry level jobs and this type of stuff and deep faking people. That's where the money is. So the more that gets popularized, the more shit starts changing in your area. You will see it start to affect you and your immediate life, and it'll happen out of nowhere. All of a sudden, they'll be building some loud factory, basically 2 miles from your house, and your energy bill's going through the roof. Like this AI stuff, and that's not even to talk about the personal effect that maybe happen on people. Like this a monument to me, dog. Like Kobe Bean Bryant is the reason why I never quit a sport in my life. Probably the reason why I finished school. Kobe Bryant is an inspiration to me, man, and it feels it's just gonna have to be crooked. It feels disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
It feels presumptive to be able to use this man's likeness like this, right? To make jokes. I couldn't imagine what his kids are looking at, seeing this shit on the internet. His wife got to deal with looking at this shit on the internet. I know y'all gonna talk about Robin Williams' daughter and her statement that she put out in a minute, but
well, long story short, she just said it's disturbing.
Yeah, no, it's she said, she actually said, you're taking in the human centipede of American media and you're taking it in at the tailpipe. It was one of the closing statements. But I have a problem with all of this, man, because there is a big AI financial bubble right now in the United States. Half of the market gain, half, 50%, around 50% of the market gain that we got this year. So America's future, what people are investing in, what people think that we are going to be as a country going forward, is wrapped up in AI. Is wrapped up in AI innovation. So what we're really looking at is a bang or bust kind of situation with our economy. We already in a recession, headed towards a depression. When the AI bubble pops, I just wonder if everybody's going to keep warm with their fucking Sora videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that's what we're gonna do? At least we're gonna be able to order from the kiosk at the fast food restaurant. We don't got to deal with teenagers no more, right? Like, we need to wake up, because the Peter Thiels, the Sam Altmans, the Mark Zuckerbergs, them guys have a whole nother idea of what the future is going to be. They absolutely know what AI is going to do, and they don't care because they don't plan on living life the way that we live life. These guys think a lot differently about how humans should handle these problems that we have. The earth heating up, the birth rate going down in the country for certain demographics, all that. They got different ideas about how to fix that shit, and it don't necessarily mean inhabiting a human body while they're doing it. And this sounds crazy to say that, but you can actually look up interviews of these guys sitting down talking about this stuff, and they don't care about how downtrodden the economy is going to get. They don't care about how many people are going to lose jobs. Their ultimate vision is to live life not as a human anymore. They want life on a cloud. They want to digitize themselves and not have to worry about the things that human bodies have to worry about, like making money or buying a house or raising kids, because seriously, this is what they believe. And it's all caked up into this AI shit. Just some food for thought the next time you're creating your Sora videos.
Hey, I do use AI, but as someone who uses it, I've been saying for years, like, this is dangerous. Like, what you can do with it. I use AI videos, like, in the back of my AI pictures in the back of my videos. Sometimes it's crazy. If I can do these things in my bedroom, on my computer, or in my guest room, or whatever.
Hey, Lawrence, you can't possibly think that what we're looking at now is what they had in the 50s. You don't think that. Like I don't believe you actually believe that. You can't think that the things that are being powered by Amazon factories essentially is the same thing that they had in the 1950s. I don't believe you believe that. Too smart for that.
It's a tool and a replacement, Lawrence. Like, we just got to keep it real. It's anytime there's innovation, there's going to be some sort of
It's a
replacement.
replacement for people. It's not a replacement for skill. They are not giving AI to entry-level workers to increase their productivity. That is a replacement of a skill. They are putting AI in place to do away with the positions altogether. That's a human replacement, not a skill replacement.
Yeah.
It's like iRobot. One day they'll have visions. One day they'll have dreams.
And I remember before Elon got like really close, bent in with Trump. I mean, he was campaigning, and he was just saying, listen, AI is the future. And at some point, 30-40% of jobs are going to disappear, and people are going to have to be on universal basic income. That's what he's been saying. I've been believing it. That's where we're going, because at some point, you're going to wake up one day and you don't have consumers to buy the things that you want to sell because we ain't got no jobs no more. It's crazy.
That's another thing. Consumer spending. Now, what percentage of consumer spending do you think is normal folks? People buying groceries, gas, and school supplies, and Christmas gifts. Normal everyday folks. How much of the total spending in America do you think that comes into about?
Oh, a great deal. A great deal.
What if I told you it's heading to around and even south of 50%? What if I told you that the other 50% of spending, luxury spending by the top 10% of earners in America? So vacations and cars and jewelry and resorts and airline travel, that kind of stuff, is the other 50% of the economy. Now, we just talked about an AI bubble, right? When it pops, the market's failing is stuff that affects rich people. See, recessions and stuff like that, they can pay their way out of that. They can pay the higher prices. They can handle the inflation. What they can't do is an entire industry going under, losing their 401ks, losing their investments, stuff like that. They can't afford that. When that happens, and now all of us that were already broke are even worse off, and the 10% that was holding up half of the spending in the country can no longer do so, because who the hell is taking a fucking vacation in the middle of the goddamn Great Depression? Where the fuck do y'all think we're gonna be at? But hey, man, I'm glad we got the AI tools to take phone calls at the call center. Did we really gain that much because Waymo exists and the cars can drive themselves? Did we gain that much? Honestly, like, are we getting? I've seen people try to compare this to like when they introduced the automobile and we went away from horses, right? That put horse and buggies out of business. That put people who manage the horses and stables and stuff like that, right? Entire change of industry. The trade-off is that now I can travel from this end of the country over here on the East Coast or the Midwest where I'm at, all the way to the West Coast in a day. In a day. One day. Less than 24 hours if I really put it down. Probably never, ever, but get the point. So there was a societal step up. AI is not being put in people's homes to make their lives easier. We're not using AI to solve medical problems or create vaccines for age-old diseases. We're not doing it to empower our youth and make them super smart. It's what we just watched, y'all. We making thumbnails with it.
Yeah.
So is it going to be worth losing half of an American workforce so that we can make videos? So we can create Prince back alive?
It's crazy. Save your money, invest it, get your bread together. That's all I can say.
If you can.
What happened on Peacemaker? What was the grand finale? What happened on Peacemaker, y'all?
There was no blue Beetle.
Superman show up?
No, it doesn't
You ain't
look
watching
like
that
it.
damn show?
I mean, I know I'm not watching it, but everybody's been saying James, the finale. So what happened?
From what I'm looking at here, and for you Peacemaker watchers, maybe I'm not looking in the right places, but I do have these notifications that come to me. I ain't seeing nothing that was like, hey, eyes up here.
What?
I'm not seeing it.
Listen,
Yeah, that show hasn't charted on Nelson since it started. I don't think anybody's watching it.
listen. I can deal with. I probably can deal with murderers. I can deal with someone who say I had to kill somebody. I can't deal with liars. Like James, I just
Hey,
lie.
I can deal with murderers as a crazy setup.
Yeah, because a murderer gonna say, "Hey, man, I had to do what I had to do." A liar gonna look you in the face and say, "Murder who?"
Yeah, no, I don't see it. I'm
James
not.
Gunn said these last 3 episodes are gonna be the biggest thing ever. You gotta watch these last 3, and
Nada. So apparently, the guy that got fired from writing Brave and Bold is still writing Brave and Bold.
talking about the director, Andy Muschietti.
Muschietti.
I don't think he got fired. They just said everything was kind of up in flux, and he moved on to another project. And now he back.
Yeah, apparently, yeah, he's still writing, and then we not getting Matt Reeves Batman until 2027 now.
Yeah.
And so that means we're not gonna get a DCU Batman until 2028 at its earliest.
See, I sounded the alarm on this, I think, when me and Chill talked about this on Monday, and everybody thought I was blowing things out of proportion. I was like, oh, okay. Maybe everybody wanting Batman in 2028.
I mean, we don't have Wonder Woman, so maybe he's slow walking it.
But
time.
in the meantime, though, Forbes article just came out today saying the thing I've been shouting at the top of my lungs with these folks and chat since we was having these prediction wars about Superman, that this film ain't make no damn money.
I mean, nobody believed me. I tell y'all
It ain't made no damn money, and they had to wait all until a financial magazine had to tell them, "Nah, theatrically this ain't make no money." But maybe they made some money on streaming. Like y'all needed Forbes to tell you all that.
I told people when I told y'all the real budget to that movie
was $325. You can't. It's a tax form. It's a tax form. Now AI done got real good, but I don't know if we can fake government documents now. And then if it was fake, then we should be able to get the real one, right? Because that's simple. I can show you right now. Oh, you're dumb. Here's the actual one. That was a fake one. That's easy enough to do, right? Normally.
James Gunn said that's not true.
James Gunn.
Everybody on Twitter is saying anticlimactic, not great. Somebody said, "What was that?"
This is why you need to just be quiet sometimes.
Shut up.
You know what? I'm sick of pretending like I've been saying it. I don't know why James talks as much as he does. I don't understand it. I can't wrap my brain around it. People in the chat will tell me, "Well, it's because Peter Safran is in place," and I'm like, I don't give a damn. He talks so much. He talks himself into holes. He talks himself, puts his back against walls. Like, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. You hyped up Pete, and I am so glad that I talked myself out of watching season 2, because I was going to watch season 2 based off of what he said, because I didn't watch season 1. I don't give a damn about Peacemaker. But based off of what he said, I was going to watch Peacemaker season 2. I'm so glad I didn't, because all the episodes that he told us to pay attention to, I only paid attention to the stuff that was clipped on Twitter. None of that shit. If I'd have sat through a whole 30 to 40 minutes to get to that, I'd have been pissed.
It would have been better if he just would not have said anything. Well, I not say anything, but just let the show be what itself. But when you hype something up, hey, these are the best 3 episodes ever.
Yeah, crazy.
We're having all these big surprises. And I don't watch Peacemaker. James ain't my type of guy, but I thought we was gonna get something I could do a little video on. No Superman.
Yeah,
So-
I was thinking blue, like everybody, the scoopers were like Blue Beetle. James said nobody.
So while we're waiting Oh, and apparently the Authority is still happening because that's they wanted that. But while we're sitting over here waiting on our new DCU Batman, we gonna see Supergirl, which shout out to old girl from House of the Dragons. But if Superman ain't make no money, Lobo be damned. I don't think that one gonna make no money. Then you got Clayface coming up, right? And that's another Reeves thing. So even if that does hit, it's like another sign that you probably shouldn't be in charge, and Reeves should be. And then what's the next? What's going to be the next major? Are we going to have another Lanterns? But that's a TV show, though. It's a TV show.
There's no other movie before or after, or even next. Not till Batman. 2028, Brave and Bold.
Oh my God!
By Andy Muschietti.
Meanwhile, you gonna let Reeves cook in his universe off the back of obviously Batman 1 and Penguin. So then if people fuck with Clayface, and then they fuck with the Batman, which will be out before your Batman, dog, you working your way out of a job.
Like seriously,
you working your mouth too much. You need to get in the studio and be a head of a studio. Get the movies out.
I've been saying it's
Let me tell you something. Superman ain't make no money, like you said. Supergirl may not make. I think Clayface might make a little money. If Clayface is good, you ain't got that big of a hill to climb. He gonna be in trouble if someone buys that studio out and they just look at how much money we spending on DC and ain't no money coming in. He better figure something out quick.
Dog, the fact that you started this thing with Superman and it didn't make money is a problem. It's a problem. That's an issue. That's especially because you put so much into it. You put $300 million into it, into the budget. You put $300 million into the budget.
Been like 150, James, 125.
Like if you was looking for this type of return, shave that thing way down, way down.
I didn't really crash out. I just said I think it's entirely too late to be. Well, I won't say it's too late to ever do Batman, but in 2028 in your DC universe, that's a long time. That's a long time for a project that was announced 4 years ago.
You asking a lot, especially from an audience that's already kind of meh on what you giving them right now. Like we already in the middle with which you posted today. And it's not looking too good, bro. It's not.
I mean, it just kind of sucks because you do have this other Superman movie coming out, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna ask for a fairly sizable budget. He wants Aaron Pierre and all these other people in it. I mean, he's really putting himself in a tight spot. Tight.
Well, and I think it would make more sense if he was highlighting bigger characters. It feels weird because we sitting over here talking about Supergirl and Clayface. Fam, what?
You have literal gods at your fingertips, and you're talking Sergeant Rock. You're talking Peacemaker. You're talking making Peacemaker a flagship character. You're talking Batmite.
If I hear that man say Batmite again,
instead of being in interviews talking about Wonder Woman, the Flash, Batman, the heroes that people want to see, James has this weird fucking connection to the outcast, the people that the characters that I don't mind seeing, but I don't mind seeing in a background setting. I don't need to see, what was he saying? Wildcat was gonna be was going to get something, or somebody asked him about that and he was like, oh, well, might pay attention to that. I'm like, brother, if you don't get some of the fucking league in, like some of the real members of the league in here, you're playing games.
The Manhunter. Who is your Flash? Is Diana going to have an appearance soon? Like, don't talk to me about no goddamn Clayface. How you got a Clayface? You ain't got a Batman.
No, Batman supposedly, and I agree with what a lot of people have been saying on this. If Batman shows up in Clayface, do you know how small that's going to feel for Batman to show up in Clayface? And then in what capacity? Because he's not showing up to beat the fuck out of Clayface for the duration of the film. He's showing up, I'm thinking, in okay, let's think Dark Knight at the end of Batman Begins. Remember how Gordon flipped over the card and it was Joker? How we knew Joker was going to be Dark Knight? it's gonna be something like that. I'm not saying Batman's not gonna show up physically, but it's gonna be something like that. What we got, Gordon? Oh well, credits.
Or like seeing the cape flap or something like that, or maybe what they did at the end of Penguin. They just had his signal up in the sky.
And I have said ever since he decided to turn Clayface over to the DCU, if you do that, and you are saying, oh well, because see, I hate that. Like if this was 2008. You know, where he coming in, if flying mutants and all this wasn't enough, you know, that got us excited. Oh, he's mentioning seeing the bat signal is not gonna. I know he exists in this universe because Clayface is here, so I don't need you to show me the bat signal to signify, hey, in the next 2 to 4 to 5 movies, he's gonna show up. Like we're past that. We are past that, bro. You cannot. I don't think the audience cares about like those little Easter eggs anymore.
This is what happened when people hype up mediocrity. The Guardians was cool. They cool. Like, are they great movies? They cool. They riding off of the MCU coattail. We have hyped. Look, I ain't gonna say we. Y'all have hyped that man up in his mediocrity, and he done elbowed his way into a job that he should not have. He should be a director.
He should be a director.
What's so crazy about what you just said is that everything that you just said, he tried to paint on another individual. And to this day, when that topic comes up, he tried to paint that as another individual who was in a spot that they didn't need to be. The Rock. Whenever he gets asked about that whole Henry Cavill situation, it's all, you know, that individual was, you know, trying to make a power move and trying to slide his way into a position and didn't really have the authority and didn't have the say. Like The Rock came and beat somebody's ass to get on the WB's lot or something and start shooting Black Adam. You know what I'm saying? Like he slapped Walter Amado around and started shooting his movie or some shit. I don't even be understanding it. But he tries to make it seem like, yeah, he was just kind of here doing what he wanted to do, but he wasn't supposed to be doing it. Dog, that's you. That's you. You just in the house running amok, doing what you want to do, ain't got a bit of know-how. Ain't got a bit of know-how. And it's not that he can't make a good film, because I've seen a good James Gunn film. I never understood the idea of him running the entire studio. Where?
Because you don't have nobody to tell him no. Somebody has to tell him, hey, this first Superman.
But see, let the chat tell you that's Peter Safran. And I'm like, well, he's yet to say no.
He ain't said it loud enough.
Because every time I see Peter, the limited times I've seen Peter, it's the most recent time I've seen Peter was the talking about Superman. That's the first time I've seen this man since the announcement. First time I've seen this man since the announcement, doing like upfront camera stuff. Again, we brought this up when Corn, Sweat, and Brosnan were doing their stick, their thing that like we're supposed to be in love. James is right there. Hey, I'm here too. Why are you there? So it's stuff like that. It's like I just
tell him no.
Yeah, nobody that Kevin Hart said the best. Nobody, he doesn't. You need a no man. Everybody needs a no man. And he doesn't have a no man. He not because when he's saying stuff and people, when he's saying stuff in these meetings, people are like, oh yeah, that's great, James. That's great.
Super shit. That'll be great.
You be the monkey.
You gotta think he is no different than Coogler, right? They brought him in coming off of a high. He made what $700-800 million for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So he's coming in with a lot of confidence. The executives, they just seeing dollar signs. Oh, he made this. Okay, yeah, we think he'll be a good guy for it. No, you got to have somebody to really be like, can we use him for a couple movies? But he don't need to run it.
No, I agree.
Because the things that he's doing, like I would have been in the room when they said that Superman was going to be $300 million. I'd have been like, no, we cannot. That's what the budget probably was for Infinity War. No.
Yeah, what does a Justice League movie look like if a Superman movie, the first Superman movie, cost you $325 million? What does a Justice League movie even look like? That budget? That is crazy.
No. And the Culture Med said Coogler really got something to say at the end. Cool. But Coogler's kind of, he's coming off of every movie that I've made have been fiscally successful. Does that mean he's ready to take over a whole, run a whole studio?
A whole studio, right? Yeah, off of Sinners.
I mean, it's you can take the studio part out of it. Coogler wasn't ready when they were trying to ship him with Secret Wars.
Yeah, he said, hey.
So
Or X-Men. No, hey, I don't want that. Hey.
I think he could have did X-Men.
Yeah, he could have done it, but he knows. I think he is aware of what he wants to do. He knows his strengths. He knows what he wants to do, and I don't want to do that right now. I got other things I want to do. James Gunn needed another job. Marvel was done with him.
I actually think Coogler on X-Men would have been better for this reason. They would have had to have taken the appropriate angle on how to tell a mutant story.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right now they're kind of wrestling with, all right, do we go, whole humanity versus mutants, that whole shit, mutants or humans hating mutants, that art, or do we just do the spectacle school stuff? And with Coogler, they would have been forced to tell it the way that it has to be told.
So what the fuck is stopping Marvel, and I'm just asking, from doing both, from doing it the way that they're supposed to be done, the spectacle and the humanity hating them?
I don't think you have somebody like Coogler saying, this is a story I want to tell. You have brought in, like y'all have said on other streams, a guy who's cool with the Marvel machine. They've given him the story, and he just gonna come in and direct it. There's no one to push back and say, hey, I don't know about this. I don't, maybe we should do this.
Yeah, but see, when you push back, don't they push you out the door?
Yeah, but
say,
you have to have that track record. They're not gonna push Coogler out. If he would have came in and said, listen, that's not the story I want to tell. If y'all want me to do it, y'all gotta let me do it. So you either let him do it, or you go find someone who Kevin Feige says, this is the story we're gonna tell. You only made $400 million on Thunderbolts. Listen to us. You don't know what you're doing.
Maybe that's the play, right? Like, he knows he's fortunate to be in this position. So at any moment we can be like, look, buddy. I
don't get too big for your britches.
Yeah, I liked you. I want you. But we not about to play the game where you tell me what to do, Mr. $400 million man. Go sit over there and we'll work this out for you. Tell you when to come back.
And we talk about that when we talk about recasting T'Challa. If Black Panther 1 had made $400 million, they'd have been like, Mr. Coogler, you got to go. We ain't listening. You ain't got enough weight around here to tell us what you ain't gonna do.
Real Nia DaCosta weight.
Yeah. Get on up out of here, boy. Yeah. So James Gunn has mediocrity his way into a freaking CEO position that he does not know how to run. He has no body around him to say, hey, bro, and he needs to stop talking so much on Twitter, or just stop lying. You can talk.
He's got to stop talking on Twitter.
Stop lying. Don't lie.
You always lying.
I think he just has to get off of Twitter, and I don't think he can. I don't think he can help himself sometimes. I think when he just, I don't know, man. It's just like, you don't have to. And as a studio head, how do you even have time? How are you on Threads replying to user 82972B34? Like, how are you? How do you have that time to be replying to all these people? And I'm not talking just replying. Sometimes James is writing Junie B. Jones novels to these people. So I'm
because his only responsibility is creative. That's it. He doesn't have to really sit down and look at, hey, look at the numbers. Hey, look at the demographics here. They have just let him be a creative, so he can be writing his little script, pull his phone up. What did you say? This is gonna be the best Superman movie ever.
I don't think I've ever heard Amy Pascal speak. The last time I heard Kathleen, or the first time I heard Kathleen Kennedy speak, was on that stage where they was introducing Spielberg and John Williams, and she thought that she was about to get a standing ovation, and they really gave it to John Williams, and her husband was hugging her and pulled her off the stage. That was the first time I heard her voice. Okay, those are the studio heads of Sony and Lucasfilm. Why I have like a catalog of James Gunn tweets in my head that I can reference that shouldn't exist. Like, I shouldn't be that close to you. Maybe an actor, maybe a pure director, just themselves. Cool. You can be as visible as you want to be. The guy at the head of it all should be up. That's exactly where he should be, at the head of it all. not down here arguing with people, and then like you said, lying through his teeth.
Yeah, just don't lie. Don't lie. You ain't gotta lie. I want to know what he has to say on that podcast. I've never watched that podcast.
I've never watched it.
I am watching it to see what he has to say about Peacemaker, and hopefully someone will press him and say, "Hey, you kind of promised some big things here, buddy. What happened?" Well, we're actually gonna save it for Superman 2. Well, you said on Twitter, did I?
And not only that, this was this man sitting on Josh Harwood's The Happy Savage Confused podcast. I'm I'm holding those last 3 episodes close to my chest. Not even my producers know. So when you say stuff like that, I mean, he really had me hoodwinked, because I'm thinking to myself. And even with the rumors and speculation around Tim Meadows, I half expected this nigga to turn into Martian Manhunter. The way he was talking, I'm like, hey, is something spectacular really gonna happen to Peacemaker? Nope, nothing from what I scrolled, and nobody's correcting me in the chat. So, nope.
Hey man, ooh, you're gonna be in trouble next year because Spider-Man comes out, right? So you got Supergirl, then Spider.
Spider-Man gonna eat that lunch. Spider-Man
when
eat that lunch.
When is Dune? The 3rd one, is that next year?
Isn't it Christmas? Because it's like
Christmas?
Doom and Doomsday are coming out.
Oh, that's right. So,
brother Gunn, you better tighten it up, baby.
Yeah, better get together. Yeah, but that is news today. I think we touched.
Did you get Puma Lee's?
Oh, did I miss Puma Lee? Do we have a super? Let's get Puma Lee's super. But I'm rich.
Have you ever alligator up in the truck? Sit down, let the alligator bite your butt.
Outsourcing jobs to other countries, AI is going to make us useless and replaceable. Stop it now.
They don't care. Okay, they don't care. Just like they didn't care about outsourcing jobs. They don't care.
No, they absolutely don't care. Like, I get that we be on some of these celebrity folks back for saying stupid stuff sometimes. You need to just get on YouTube and Google Peter Thiel. Watch for about 10 minutes and you will understand why that shit is such a fucking problem. And individuals like him, the Musk of the world, the Zuckerbergs, the Bezos, they feel the same way, and they trying to get the fuck up out of here.
We got another super.
Brother Gunn. I just checked Twitter. I see angry people.
Oh yeah, no, they're angry.
That I will retire with the ring, and I will retire with the crown. Yes, no, I'm not lucky, I'm blessed.
Torian said, don't forget the Odyssey comes out the week before Spider-Man Brand New Day, which has Tom Holland and John Bernthal in it.
That Odyssey ain't gonna do shit to Spider-Man.
Well, it's gonna cut off Supergirl's leg.
Oh, okay.
We'll do that. We'll do
they need to move that. I'd move it.
That's literally what they just went through this summer.
I'd put it in March.
But he wouldn't. Okay, we just said it all. He just wouldn't have this problem if you choose different characters. I mean, because if you with a different character, you could say, okay, with Batman, with Wonder Woman, you could even say, we're gonna take that chance. We're gonna go up against Spider-Man and the Odyssey.
Hell, if it's Batman, they might move off the date. You might just get it to yourself.
Really? I mean, but hey, you wanna. That's on him.
Well, we're gonna have an interesting 2025, is what I'll say. And watching Mr. Gunn wiggle out of this, because you didn't even have to tell that lie, bro. You did.
Man out here hyping people up. Hey! Now y'all pay attention now.
It's in my private.
Holding it so close to my chest. Not even my producers have read this. I'm like,
which makes it seem like he's seen what the early reception was, and he trying to get people in there to watch the latter episode. So he's like, hey, now, hey, don't you miss it? Don't you miss it?
I'm curious to see these numbers.
Yeah, it backfires because then the legs that you would have had I cut off. People are saying, man, don't even watch that, man. Go to YouTube. You ain't even gotta watch it. When you could have just said nothing and said, hey, watch Peacemaker. It's a great show. That's it.
I wonder if this changes him wanting to put Peacemaker, in as much as he's wanting to put Peacemaker in this universe.
No, Darius, because there's no one to tell him no. He's gonna keep doing what he wants to do until someone says, "Hey,
let Apocalypse. Why I say Apocalypse? Marvel. Let Granny Goodness or you've got Dark Side or any let them come down and Peacemaker's leading somebody's charge. Just okay.
You said they can't run the fade with Peacemaker.
Nah,
Dark Side can't run the fade with Peacemaker.
Dark Side gonna hit him with him fucking. Get your ass out of here. No, bro. They better. Yeah, but that's what James wants to do. But anyway, yeah, that's what we got going. That's the news. We'll of course be paying attention to more as James Gunn will tell more and talk more. It's probably tomorrow. He's probably talking now on that podcast. So
as we speak.
Look, he'll be like, I never said I was keeping it close. You guys heard it wrong. They were like,
I don't know why everybody expected something exciting in the back episodes.
Why can't TV shows just be normal TV shows? When did they have to have outrageous cameos? My God, you people are crazy.
That's how he was talking about the budget. That's exactly how he was talking about the budget. He was like, I don't know why people think it has to make a bunch of money. Because you spent a bunch of money.
First, he said the budget was a lie. He was like, where did you get that from? Who would ever let us make a movie? For they pulled up the document. He was like, that's not real. I said, man, come on, man. Come on.
Hey, somebody looking you dead in your face and tell you that the government document with all the information on it is not real.
I can deal with a murderer. I cannot deal with a liar. I just can't. That's why he irks me, because he just lies for no reason. When all you had to do was not say nothing. Hey, James, is this the budget? Don't say nothing.
Yeah, I'm not going to disclose that to you because you literally don't have to. Like, nobody can make you say what you spent on the film.
Somebody tweeted it. You could have just said nothing. Do you know how many people tweet proximity media hoping that somebody responds?
They just looking for you to say something. The James gonna take the bait though. He gonna bite that thing every time.
Oh God, James, boy. James thought he was gonna be Feige, bro. James said, I got a plan.
Yeah. And in short order too. He didn't even think that like, oh yeah, it's gonna take years, but I'll get there eventually. No. Like he thought, boom, Superman, I'm there.
But not only that, is doing interviews and alluding to the fact that he's doing so much better than them that they didn't know what they were doing. The interview he did with GQ where he was like, oh, I came up with the Infinity Stones in like 5 seconds. They had no idea.
Once again, mediocrity.
Yeah. So he was like, yeah, we're not going to do, what did he say? We're not going to do things like, how do you say it? Basically, some more shots at Marvel. They're not going to do things like that. And it's going to be all together.
We'll never go to production without a full script. Gun, is there a script? Hey, I'm finishing up the treatment now. I said, y'all, man, I'm going to mute this man. This is crazy. Stop. Just stop. That's it. Get a burner. He should get a burner. If he can't stop, just get a burner.
He should get a burner.
And don't call it James Gunn burner. Okay.
Kevin Durant do that shit all the time. Kevin Durant be all over the internet arguing for himself. just advocating for himself. You go learn from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, get a burner. You could be My Time to Shine Hello Part 2. I don't care. You could be the My Time to Shine Hello DC. That'll work.
Ooh, My Time caught a stray at the end of the stream. That's crazy.
I gotta go get my hair
AKA
done,
Kevin Feige.
My wife screaming at me.
Well, again, we appreciate Tina helping us out today in Chill's absence.
Teacher, you know.
Tina, anything you got coming up you want people to check out?
Man, I am gonna work on a Hedge Knight video, so I'll go over like some of the characters if y'all are into that type of lore. What else? I'm gonna start streaming more, so I'll start streaming. I think I'm gonna aim for like Tuesdays at midnight. So for all you people who like live streams, I'll be doing like my movie streams. I'm trying to get into this streaming game, but that's about it, man. That's about it.
Nice. Marcus, anything for you?
Same old for me, man. Y'all know y'all can catch me live on Sundays at 4:30. I promise you the internet situation will be upgraded. Another reason why all these data centers out here in Columbus stealing up all the fucking bandwidth. So don't blame me. You know what I'm saying? But we will be improved on Sunday. Come check us out. And if you're a college football fan, catch me on Saturday at the big college football show at 11. I'll be doing that, obviously, at 11.
Dope. Yes. Check them all out. You can check Marcus out, Back at the Bus. You can check Tina out. She dreads me. You can follow them on Twitter, too, at those same handles. I have nothing coming up, so I'll be here with Chill on Monday for our stream, and then the regular old afternoon woke up report that we do. So we'll be doing that. Yes, Torian, Ryan Walters did resign. They found some naked, either I don't want to. What was it? There was some.
Ryan Walters,
our Secretary of Education, that brought us to 50th of all the states in education. He was caught with some.
I thought that was Linda McMahon. Linda McMahon ain't Secretary of Education.
He is in Oklahoma.
She's the Fed.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oklahoma.
My bad, G.
He got caught with some inappropriate things on his computer, and now he is gone. But before we leave, I did want to say this. I meant to mention this. Turning Point USA will also be here in Oklahoma at with their here's their big three speakers. Our governor Kevin Stitt, Russell Brand, and the Chrisley daughter.
Russell Brand and
the Chrisley daughter. Bro, Russell Brand already got a.
Hey, and Turning Point USA announced that they are going to do their own halftime American show.
Ain't nobody watching that
USA's
shit,
website.
Nobody's watching.
Is it gonna be on YouTube?
Yes.
I might watch it. I might let both play and kind of see who has the best show.
Because if the Super Bowl on Fox, damn well, not a single Fox network gonna be playing that bullshit.
They
not
might
during
be
the
on
Super
like
Bowl.
CMT or something, Country Music Channel or something. Who knows?
I don't know.
Okay, you go ahead. Go ahead. Fox will not be letting a single network go during the Super Bowl. Not a single one.
Yeah, no.
Y'all go do your own funny shit on the internet. Y'all go do that shit over there. Put your hoods on YouTube.
That is crazy.
All right.
Patient baby.
It's gonna be on Rumble.
That is crazy.
Oh shit. That's funny. The videos, all the videos people have been doing of his wife, like either of Iron Man coming into the convention, saying that was her at the memorial, Yzma's eulogy to Cusco. He ain't getting any better. Okay. We'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.
Bye, y'all.
Thank you for being a friend. Oh, yeah. Travel down the road and back again. Hey, so we started from the bottom, now we're here, girl. Oh, yeah. This is my part right here. Ooh, if I did the biggest gift, the biggest. Thank you for being my friend. Oh, yeah. Hallelujah.